I feel like as humans, as evolved beings, you know, one of the things that have been granted to us by God is the
Shamsi,
ability to
it's
not
too
lie.
soon in the podcast to start this bullshit.
ايش تبي انت الحين؟ انت الان وش تبي؟
Listen, this is a
الان وش تبي؟
This is a 20-minute in type of bullshit.
لا this is us getting
Yeah,
warmed
الحين
up.
we're warming
في
up.
البداية.
Yes. لسه مو صعبة في البداية.
First off,
bullshit.
you need to be on your best behavior. Our supreme leader has accompanied us today.
All hail.
So, like, all rise for the
that's
supreme
right.
leader.
اهدى شوي.
And let us get into the mood for, you know, for doing this, please. Thank you, sir.
لا.
Oh my God.
Do you not accept the title of Supreme Leader?
No.
Why not?
No.
You are the supreme leader
I mean,
from now on.
of this podcast, I feel like you have undue influence, sir.
I show up once a year.
That's the supreme leader.
Make sure
يشيك على حلاله. That's exactly what supreme
زي
leader does.
اليوم الوطني مرة في السنة. You know.
That's when we see you. This is يوم التأسيس حقنا.
No, but you do-
يوم National Day also for us.
You do bless us with your presence, yani, sir. You do
once a year.
you must realize that, yani.
Alhamdulillah.
At this point, the fact that this is actually a tradition.
It's become a tradition.
You
Yes.
know,
It is.
It was late this year.
It's the fourth.
the fourth.
fourth annual Galag extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
Honestly, super
All
duper.
hail our supreme leader.
I have no topics today, so we're gonna see how it goes.
Oh,
Like you act like you don't know this podcast.
So Riyadh Fashion Week. لا.
Hey, welcome back to Kamsa. It's your boy Adam. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 321. Got the homie Shams right behind me.
Yo.
I got number one somewhere in the building.
Hello.
Turks is in Al Baha. Next week we get to get all the stories about Turks traveling.
Archaeologing in Al Baha.
As for today, we have our supreme leader, the one and only Galag back in the house. Shout out to Galag. What's happening? What's happening?
Good to be
Welcome,
back.
welcome,
Welcome back,
welcome,
sir.
welcome. Finally, our boss is here.
We got our paychecks.
A lot of people get to, when I post, it's like, yo, Galag on the episode next week. Our supreme leader, I'm sorry. Our supreme leader, Galag, is going to be on the podcast next week. Someone told me, finally, your boss is coming to town. Like, it is what it is. Shout out to our Tips and Tests. This is a beautiful thing. We appreciate it. Music going on. Yeah. So let's go. Let's start this. Okay. You say we have no topics.
You say,
You say.
I say.
you claim.
But I say otherwise. Because it's a podcast and we have to come up with topics.
Here's the thing. I normally come in with a rant ready.
Yes.
You come in with multiple, sir.
This year, there's no rant.
There's no rant because you just wrapped up your movie that we don't want to talk about yet. We're going to talk
Yeah,
about
just
next
shot a
year.
movie. Yeah.
All right. We'll ask you some questions about that because it's some things we want to know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to start off with something that I saw in the last episode, which was the end of communities. And what I meant by that, because we talked,
Yeah.
I saw you this morning also. We
Yes.
talked this morning.
We are friends outside this podcast as well.
Apparently.
Yeah, I have to meet with my boss and give him
Give me the lowdown
updates.
before
Exactly
I
what's
come
happening
in.
at work, how Champsy doing,
Cliff notes.
what did Champsy try to score with the podcast with? Should we fire him this year or not?
He's
Should
still
we
here.
renew number one? Should we renew Turks? And that's what happens when you meet with your on our
Contracts are up this year.
Exactly. And so we had to meet with my boss and have a conversation with him. But what I noticed over the last 2 years, especially the last 2 years, was the dismantling of a lot of communities that were created. Some for good, some like we hoped it got better. But the majority of it, what I noticed was that, I don't know, is it did people lose hope? Because you're in Jeddah. I mean, like the communities in Jeddah is totally different than communities in Riyadh. And communities in Jeddah, it's more
Integrated.
integrated as more like, because there's like 8 of y'all.
I'd say organic, more organic.
I agree with that. I appreciate it more. Thanks for joining us.
I think it's something that I've been thinking about. Like, it's not necessarily the end of communities, but do you remember a couple of years ago how there was just this excitement? Everybody was trying to do something.
The kumbaya moment.
The hype.
No, there was before. No, it's not necessarily kumbaya. No, that's people capitalizing on the excitement.
Yes.
But it's the excitement of, everything's opening up. We can do this, and all that. And I just feel like that has just died.
The exciting
Like,
times have gone.
Literally, it just went. A lot of people that I used to see around, not necessarily, there's less events. Now people are doing less events. And it's just everyone's quiet. All the social media pages that they had just went quiet. There's no new content. There's no new, it just feels weird.
The novelty.
I feel like it's not the novelty. I feel like it's the air was sucked out of it.
How much of that would you say is just a reality check versus just, I don't know, just lack of momentum?
No, I think there was at the beginning the idea of platforming without helping them build the base.
No grassroots.
Yeah, it's like we'll give them a platform. We'll give them a platform. We're going to showcase this. We're going to showcase that. But
They don't have anything established to go back on.
that's the problem. Once these things are gone, what do they do now? They relied on these things, and that was something, being blacklisted helped me
Realize and understand.
helped me understand that I needed to work outside that framework and actually just, with Galag specifically, like I can give that example where I just direct to customer. Does not matter whether it's magazines, publications, whether it's all that, it's the customer. I can get to the customer.
You
with the
realized
internet.
that early on, though, because
Yeah.
we used to talk about that. Because when all these events were happening, you were actually telling me like, yeah, okay, I'll go to this event, but what do I get in return from you going to that event? Because I remember you like wasting money on things that you're not getting your ROI for you to move your stuff from Jeddah to Riyadh and to do a pop-up. And so there was some events when you were like, yo, is it worth my time? Because there was a lot of events. I agree with you. There was more events before than today.
Yeah.
And so back then you were spoiled for choice, but at the same time, it cost me money to do all of this.
It was that. There was a lot of that. I had to go through that to realize, to confirm what I believed, where these events are great if you already have your production set, your timeline set, having everything, go in motion. And this is something that you can add as a bonus, not something that can be your bread and butter. Because a lot of brands, streetwear brands, where every time they drop a collection, they do a pop-up.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
like-
unsustainable in the
It's
long
not
run.
the fact that it's not sustainable. You're training your customer to just wait for your pop-up. I'll just get it there. Not to keep checking for you with your social media, you need to communicate. You need to communicate very well, and you need to communicate directly to the customer. Hey, listen, when we drop, we're not going to do a pop-up, but we're releasing this. And you have to create the whole rollout, everything, and just have them be ready and always checking for you. But if you do a pop-up, they're like, they'll do a pop-up. We'll just, wherever at this store or at that or this rented space. Once they do it, we'll hear about it and we'll check out their new collection. And I think that was the thing that I really focused on. I was like, no, I'll direct to customer. Everything else is extra. This past year, I just worked on getting my production pipeline smoother and making sure that I don't get delays like I used to, because we used to always try to rush to deadlines. I've also decided to refuse a lot of collaborations, where before these collaborations used to kind of give you a little bit of a
Boost.
a boost. And I think they still do, but the problem is they come to you and they're like, okay, we need this in 2 months. Like 2 months. I need 2 months from when we approve the designs to make sure that I can get it to you. So now, I have...
Because you care about quality also.
It's because if I don't deliver, it's on me.
No,
They live on, with a lot of... There's big entities that we've done collaborations with, and they've been great working with them, but I had to be very clear. I'm like, you need it in 2 months. You might not get it in 2 months. Just wanted to be clear from the beginning.
Be honest from the beginning.
Yeah. So now, if it's anything less than 6 months, I just refuse it.
no, but
Because I don't want it to reflect bad on me.
it sounds like a completely different approach in how, when it started off, that excitement and that hype led people to move in a certain way, and you've kind of learned those lessons and changed your approach completely. Rather
yeah.
than going to people, having them come to you, for example. That's one
It
big
is,
shift.
Because you have to exist outside of that framework. Because if you don't have that, then you can't really... I don't think it's sustainable. Maybe others have a different experience, but from my experience, once I focused on let me do things in my own way or kind of my own lane, then I'm not dependent on anyone else.
Yeah, that's a good way of
And I think a lot of people had that dependency, and then once it kind of like died down a little bit, they didn't know how to.
But you were planning for this before all this happened. Like even during like the
I was
heat-
blacklisted. I had no other choice.
Beyond that,
But
you know.
the thing about all of that is that before even that came around and all the issues that we had with everyone, God bless this podcast, right? You were already thinking outside the box for a lot of things, because when you were saying that, hey, you basically train your customers to just rely on you when pop-up happens, right? I compared like similar to social media. If your audience is used to you posting on social media and them waiting to see what's happening because of your social media, I mean, in content world, we post every single week. If we're gone for a month, people are not going to check for us. So we need to be active every single week. Having a fashion brand, you can't be active every single week.
No.
So you need to go outside of all of the social media, all these things. And like social media should be a part of it. It should not be all of it. And you've been very active outside of social media. I think people don't even know this, like about the skateboarding and everything you've been doing, the skateboard community in Jeddah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about that is it's also being in stores like Urban Lots. So between the drops, alhamdulillah, I see the sales reports that we get, and it's been consistent. So people are checking for us. People are buying the stuff, and it's been more or less consistent. I wouldn't say like it goes crazy, but it's very consistent. Like, so by the time we release our next drop, we're almost sold out of most sizes. So we're in a good place.
So you have your foundation, like that's
that's the one thing that I wanted to work on, and
consolidating that.
and to be honest, not dealing with all this noise. I've had my most calm year when it comes to the fashion industry, or when it comes to Galag in my lane. It's been calm, I don't know how
you've been
others
working on so
have
many
experienced.
seasons. I mean, like we already know the next 2 years how it looks like.
Yeah,
There's always like an idea for the next 2 years, but that goes back to you more than just any fashion brand, because you love what you do. You actually enjoy it. You're committed to it.
It's fun,
And you have
it's
a
fun.
vision for it. Like,
But
I
also,
think that's-
I do have to kind of like it's not me. It's me. I've got Alec, Quinner, the guys that work at Galag. Alec designs everything. We work on the collection, the theme, and everything, and we kind of keep spitballing ideas until we come up with all the pieces.
Oh, it sounds like you surrounded yourself with people who also love this shit.
Yeah, they love
Well,
it.
exactly.
They love it more than me, so that's the best thing.
And not just
it's
that, it
true,
sounds like
because
you
they
have a
have to
vision
love
as
it
well.
more than me.
Yeah.
Because if I love it more than them, I can't motivate. I can't
exactly.
motivate it.
It's like this podcast. I love this so much. I wish the others loved it as much as I do.
Pettiness that you have.
and here we are.
But I just want to tell you that I love you, Shamsi. I love you, number one. Like,
I love
dude,
myself.
I don't want you to think that like I don't love you. I just fuck
Love
that.
hurts.
But anyway,
yeah, we know that. We know
It
that.
felt so weird. coming
I
out
know,
of
right?
you.
Because it's not true.
true.
Because they know it's not true.
Hey,
we know
That's
it
the
deep in
best
our
part about
hearts.
Look, when it comes to, I remember around, I think a year and a half ago, I was talking to this consultancy firm, and
هذه مشكلتك.
well, yeah. See, hey, I don't bring it to the podcast, right?
You know.
Like you know it. Like I don't bring it to the podcast. Everyone in the podcast, or people that follow us, they think that we're just podcasters.
You know what people need to realize?
What?
Consultancy firms were replaced by ChatGPT.
Now it is.
Yeah,
Now it is.
you
Simple
can
as
get
that.
the same value.
The only problem-
ChatGPT.
The only issue that you cannot even get on ChatGPT is how to talk to the consumer.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
you have to get it, but like in terms of the consulting part,
And that's like what they reached out to me was that like we're talking to this entity, right? And this entity wants to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I got to learn from behind the scene was what these entities were looking for. And one of the things was it's not a lack of events today. It's about, hey, we did a lot of things that were very similar to all the things that we were already doing. And we need to cut down on doing something similar to something that we already have. So let's keep it at what we have. And when they consolidated everything, it became, is this brand worth having at this event? And then you start seeing people's real value. Because when it was a lot of events, everyone had a shot. And people did not really take that shot seriously. They thought, oh, this is forever. It's always going to keep happening.
Yeah.
And then when it's consolidated, now you're saying, hey, I only want to go to somewhere or bring someone in that people actually want to come for because it generates income also for the event. And when that happened, people start really analyzing everybody that's in every industry, music, art, you name it. They start looking at everybody and breaking them down, say, okay, where does this person fit? Is he tier 1, tier 2, tier 3? And so when that happened, that's when we saw everybody losing out. And then what I saw with communities happening was all of them started seeing, okay, there's 3 of them that were popping, and then the rest of them were not getting their shots anymore. So it became like, okay, why am I part of this community when I get almost nothing out of this community anymore? And then people started losing the hope that someone's gonna come and carry them and give them a handout. And then they started, I'm not doing fashion anymore. I'm not doing music anymore. I'm not doing art anymore. Yeah. And so everyone started putting out because, if me and you, we had this conversation so many times, like off air. If you don't want to do it because you actually care about it, then just don't do it because no one's going to care as much as you.
It's whether you care about it, it's you have to enjoy the process because if you don't, it's going to be difficult. And not impossible, but it is going to be difficult.
Don't live on analytics.
Yeah. That will drive you crazy.
Yes.
No, but I feel like the part of that is also a lot of people got excited in the beginning when they saw the opportunities and they wanted to go out and say, hey, we want to do this because it's cool, right? And then they realized at some point that, hey, like there's something called consistency that you need to keep up.
That's the big issue. It's like,
difficult.
Okay, we did this. Okay, I can express myself this way. It's like, no, you have to keep doing it.
You have to have
because with social media as well, people forget you very quickly and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, it's not about what you did. It's what you've done recently.
I can name you names of brands that were killing it in 2022 that you'll be like, oh man, I forgot these guys.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Because they stopped.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
They were doing one thing and then they stopped. And it's whether they stopped because that or they felt like they've been shut out from opportunities. It's
everyone has a reason. Everyone has a reason.
I feel a big part of it is that people maybe don't have a vision that's long term, and that's something that you have managed to kind of avoid because A, you do want to do this, and B, you do have a certain outlook on what you want it to be.
I think it's less about a long term vision. It's about there's a long term goal, but we also consolidated our brand image, which makes it easier for us to think about what we're doing next.
Exactly.
When it's jumping on trends, when you're going here, when you're trying to keep up with everything or trying to do clothes for everyone, it becomes very difficult for you to be focused. And I think also with the communities aspect, it's become less because people realize now what an actual community is and what tatbil is.
Yeah.
Yes. What is that? Tell us more about that.
Because in Jeddah specifically, because I'm not sure about here because I don't live in Riyadh.
I can tell you about Riyadh.
But I don't live in Riyadh. But I can tell you they're not as loud in terms of we're supporting people, we're supporting everybody, we're doing this together. But it's there. They show up. They're honest with you. They're very, everyone's kind of doing their thing, but they'll
get together.
They'll get to, we get together, we talk, but when we get together, we're not discussing our industry. We're not discussing, let's do something together. Let's have that. If it happens, it happens. We're just hanging out, and I feel like now it's become that. It's like, okay, we're an actual community and it's not about creating a community space or calling it something or curating or, all that. It's just existing as an actual community.
And that's what he said in terms of it being organic.
Yeah. And I feel it's a smaller community in Jeddah in terms of I wouldn't say smaller, but it's
more intimate.
Yeah, because Jeddah is smaller than Riyadh.
Yeah, true.
And Riyadh has so much in it that it lends itself to have all these corners in different communities, even if it's in the same industry.
But that's also what created all the problems, because in Riyadh, it's always been about business, about money. You come to Riyadh to make money. You move from Jeddah to Riyadh because you need a good job for you to make money.
Agreed.
And so when people were building communities and coming together, like what you said about Jeddah, hey, we're meeting up to like just to hang out, to get to know each other, to pick each other's brains out, right? Pause. But for us in Riyadh, I can go into a community and everybody's still thinking about, yo, I need to make money because your rent is not our rent. So in order for me to open up a shop here, it costs me a lot of money to do things.
You say that, but the main problem is that the people that didn't last didn't think about,
Yes.
I need to make money.
Yes.
They thought, I need to be an artist. I need to express myself, which is fantastic.
But what comes
But
next?
But you need to monetize it if you want to continue.
Yeah.
It sucks, but like art has to be monetized at the level we're at. That's what I believe.
I mean, look
And
at-
people should understand what their true value is.
That reminds me of my basically hottest take when it comes to art in general. The concept of a starving artist is probably the worst thing that's happened to art in the past 2 centuries.
it's,
is.
it's romanticizing. It's romanticizing
Yeah,
the
because
process.
Everyone thinks they're about Basquiat.
Yeah, because
Everyone thinks they're it's just
the-
be you.
the idea that art must come from struggle or suffering or somehow
Art
monetization.
comes from anything,
Yes.
and
It needs to have meaning, though. Number one.
it needs to have meaning. You actually need to create your own value within it. You can't just assume people will value your art the way you do, and it's
Artists back in the day in Europe were funded by banks. By
philanthropists,
Families.
exactly.
And these philanthropists are all bankers back in the day. And so they gave money to Michelangelo. They gave money to every single person, and even Donatello, all the turtles. Right? They gave them enough money for them to actually expand and become better. And they got wealthy out of it. Some of them got wealthy. Some of them went on to create amazing things. But the idea of creating a starving artist was so I don't have to pay money for something that's not going to hit.
Yeah.
Because capitalism got involved into art.
And part of it is also telling that it's part of it is a comforting dream that, hey, listen, this is all going to pay off at some point. Like this struggle that I'm going through
it's
right now.
cope.
but
Yeah,
it
it's
has
cope,
to
exactly.
pay off if you make it pay off. You can't just do it and wait for it to pay off.
Mm.
The problem is that today art is valued differently than before. And there's so many tools that anyone can be an artist. Anyone can be an artist, but not everyone can actually have great art. At
Of course.
the end of the day, the label doesn't matter.
And also,
The work itself is what matters.
but also, I feel like a lot of people maybe don't have the patience to really put the effort into getting to that point where your art is actually worth something.
I mean,
Like they
but,
put,
but here's the thing.
the payback doesn't come back quickly enough for them.
That's fine. That's going to filter out the people, and that's the natural process.
True.
And I think that's where the excitement started at the beginning, and then it filtered out the people
Exactly.
that will stay and are committed to it. And I don't think, it's
A bad thing.
it's not. Sure, at the end of the day, you don't want people to quit doing something they like.
But
That's
it's a
not-
cycle that
But
happens.
it happens. As we've discussed a lot, the industry here, there's a lot of things that doesn't help people to create that. The education in that, trying to open up the platforms for everybody. It's for few who,
It's the same thing when I look at podcasters. I mean, I've seen a lot of podcasts like come up in the last couple of years, and 8 months tops, and they're like, we're out.
because they're looking at analytics.
That's basically it. This is
They
why.
don't see
This
the
is why
return.
we always give love to Quick and Curious, because what they do, they could have said, "Yo, we want to stop," but they're like, "We like this. We enjoy Formula One. We want to talk about Formula One. We enjoy being with each other, having that conversation. We enjoy having a fan base that kind of understands our humor, understands what we're talking about. So because they enjoy it, they're never really looking at, hey, like." I need
What's
to
the
make this a $1
return?
billion empire, right? They look at, okay, no, we have this, we love it, we enjoy it. Let's see if we can grow it. and they work on that. And Quick and Curious has done so many great things in terms of collaborations,
they've
working
done
with
events in
communities,
Jeddah,
events in Jeddah. Exactly, they've always been popping, and so they do have a niche fan base that enjoys what they do.
Problem is podcasts these days. A lot of them do it to clip farm.
Yes, and this is one of the reasons why we stopped
They
posting
don't-
on,
they don't-
Define
on
clip,
Instagram.
define clip farm.
Like they try to steer the conversation into something that is quotable, into creating a bite-sized thing that you
Chunk.
can cut, and it can sound more profound than it actually is.
But it's content, Galag.
Don't love your job.
job
your
your
love.
love. Every time that post comes up, he sends it to me. Every time that post comes up,
How
he
many
has to send it.
podcasts do we have that talk like that?
But see, that's
None of them are clever enough. None of them.
Job your love.
But that's
Job
what
your
you're
love.
doing, right? Aren't you jobbing your love, sir, supreme leader?
I hate him as a human. I told you this before.
Exactly.
We should have never renewed this.
Okay.
Yeah, we might nullify the contract.
Nullify.
Hey, مرة واحدة ما في. But it's like, you know, you get that quotable, right? You put some dramatic music behind it and you shove it out there into social media, and then you're like, cool. But why would I listen to the entire pod? You gave me your
Bro, you have no
and it
idea.
doesn't
Zibda.
become. And for me, that I can't watch those. People, you know, if people want to watch those, I can't. I like podcasts that is a conversation. It's like I'm sitting and say like here.
This
That's
is why
I
you
enjoy
are,
this.
This is why
This is
you're
why I
our
come-
CEO. You're our supreme leader.
I created this.
exactly.
But it's the idea. So you're just talking. You know what I mean? And even now we've started talking 2 hours before, so it's like
Yes.
we're continuing the conversation. When it's a 2 hour interview, I switch off. You know, I can't listen to
Someone talk about themselves for 2 hours.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't listen to somebody basically for the next 2 hours say, okay, how awesome are you? I'm very awesome. Let me tell you how awesome I am for the next 2 hours.
But that's what you're here for, isn't it? Just to learn about how awesome I am.
No, I don't care.
And it's talking. But you talk to someone who, what was it? It's like curing your flu with yoga. That's what they've done. You know what I mean? It's like stuff like that. I'm like, it's so obscure that I'm like, I don't know how interesting that conversation is. I mean, it might be interesting. I've never listened to a full one, but I don't know. You know, I can't. I like a conversation.
It's interesting to a certain subtype of person that I don't like.
Sure. There's certain podcasts where it's like, okay, it's business focused, right? It's business focused. It focuses on that. It's entertainment focused. And, you know, you've got a podcast that's focused on very serious topics like, you know, Exit the Mania.
Exactly. Extremely serious.
You know, I've never seen hosts so serious.
Exactly.
You know,
I mean,
mashallah alayhum, yani.
they take themselves seriously. We respect that. Shout out to Exit the Mania. If you guys want serious conversations, you go talk to them. Now watch me blow up Shamsi's face.
But-
My second hot take is
Yeah.
no successful businessman listens to a business podcast.
here's
Look, I was like, here, take the light, put it back. He took down the box. He just held the light. He's just all lost.
are we using that light?
Yeah, so we can see his ugly face.
But also podcasts and especially clips, it became just hot takes.
Yeah.
Everything is a hot take. They start off the clip with a hot take, and then the other person's like, oh, the comments are gonna kill you for that, you know, and it becomes so like it's clickbait, you know, and it's just frustrating, like especially when it comes like especially the sports ones.
Yeah. Oh, the
That-
sports
but that's
ones
a social
all the
media
time.
economy.
I stopped following like football accounts because
Same
they
here.
just annoy me. Like, okay, I know the score, I'll watch the match, but it's just
It's like when the team wins, the best team in the world. When the team loses, this team is not going anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
And they just clickbait.
and when a player
clickbait.
does well, like 10 matches, Ballon d'Or, he's gonna win.
Best
He
player in the
messes up once. It's like, you know, this season he's been like inconsistent, and I'm just like, shut up,
Yeah.
you know, I can't. So it's that. It's become like either trying
Because
to sound more profound than you
everyone's
are,
fighting for your views.
And
or
your
rage bait, you know. And I'm like,
Rage bait always works.
but it's like
it's your
such
attention
a
span.
It's such a weird, like everything is a hot take. Your opinion doesn't matter that much, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
You're not going to change my life, sir.
yeah,
With your hot.
You don't know that. You don't.
I know that for a fact.
it's become just exhausting more than anything. You know what I mean? So it's just, I just scroll through.
Well, the problem is that you are scrolling through and they want to catch you and they want to keep you. And the only way that they actually grab your attention within all of that noise is by going for that rage bait that you're talking about,
So
or
much
trying to
slop.
sound profound.
Yes,
It's just slop.
that's literally what's going on. Like I remember when we first stopped posting on Instagram our Instagram clips for
Yeah.
the podcast. Like one of the things that I hated so much was the comments. Because you're commenting on something that I just gave you 4 minutes of.
Yeah.
You're commenting on the first 30 seconds. You didn't even complete the 4 minutes. So I'm expecting to go see the whole hour of a podcast.
Yeah.
And so I got tired of people in my DMs trying to ask me to explain what we said on the clip. Like, bro, if you can't go make your own
Just
opinion
watch
and
it.
listen to it and watch for yourself, well, if I have to explain it, there's a problem. I'm not here to explain. I put content out. It's up for you to digest it however you want to. You can like it.
The
you
full
can hate it, you can
context is
enjoy it.
there.
Exactly. It's up to you. Like I remember someone told me, he's like, hey, you don't want to be liked because you're always, you're always like,
Sir, that is the last thing this
That is the
man
last
wants.
thing he wants.
It is the absolute last thing he wants. Okay?
like I said this, I don't know if I said on the podcast before or not. I'm not here for people to just like me. I'm not here for people's love and care. I have that at home. Alhamdulillah. I don't need it from everybody outside. When I'm outside, I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to hang out with people. If I leave my house, I leave because of you or him. Other than that,
Him?
I'm Fahad. Yes. Like he,
Yeah, I get him out of his house.
Mostly
every
him.
now and then. Every now and
Mostly
then.
him.
We have a
Not
life.
number one for sure.
No, obviously.
We have a life outside of this relationship.
You know, I think
Me and him went out twice in 1 week. He was so happy.
I'm like, oh, Chucks, the good old times.
somebody has to bail him out, Yanni.
So I'm not here to say the thing that everybody wants to hear, right? And at the same time, I see who you celebrate. I see who's your champion.
Who's it? Rick and Morty said that
Yes,
so
I see
good.
who you cheer.
I see.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen. So
I don't
many
care for your
people-
cheers. I don't. I've seen who you clap for.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've
Like,
seen
I've seen
so
all
many
of this.
people in the creative industries. So many people redefining the industry they're
Oh,
in.
yeah, of course.
I forgot what the first definition was now.
Mm.
Like, it says everyone is redefining
I'm watching people on
the
Forbes
scene
list.
in Saudi.
You haven't been keeping up, so
Everyone is redefining what? Tell me what was the initial definition so I can know what you're
Exactly.
redefining it to.
Like today, we live in a brave new world where anyone can be anything they want just by believing it.
Not in Saudi.
Yes.
We're catching up.
You have to work for it. You have
Exactly.
to actually do something. I don't think you can call yourself whatever you want, but at the end of the day, the work has to reflect it. It's what was it? It's James Cameron when he's like, pick up a camera, shoot anything, whether it's your cousin, your brother, your sister, however cheesy the story is. Congratulations, you're a director. Everything
Done.
from now on is discussing rate and budget. I'm like, yeah. For me, I what I understood from that. Some people understand is just get up and shoot. What I understood from that is the title doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's the outcome.
The outcome. At the end of the day, everyone wants to call themselves something. Call yourself something. It doesn't matter. But like, if you're not doing the work, then the title really is not going to give you that respect. That's how I look. That's how I look at it to myself. I don't reflect that on other people. Kayfhum, they can call themselves whatever. But for me, I constantly have imposter syndrome. Consistently have that.
Even now.
Even now,
As a
Even-
supreme leader?
that is the one thing that
No, I'm sure
He thought he was just a leader, Adil. He didn't understand the supreme part.
But in the industries and the work that I'm doing, once I'm done with it, when I'm doing it, I feel like it. But once I'm done, I'm like, should I call myself that?
No, I think part of that is
Okay, I'll tell you why. That's actually a good point. Because you respect that title. Like when we hear in the military, this person is a general, Dhabat, Mulazim Awwal, like it has such a high value that you respect that this person, you know that he worked hard for that position. And in our industry, which is in content creation, entertainment, whatever it is, a lot of people are given a title because they are, yes, you are doing what that title
They're
says.
adjacent.
Yeah, but you're not really living for that title. And a lot of people kind of hurt the title of director, producer, actor, especially actor, actress. People destroyed it because they just made anybody into an actor and actress.
the bar for entry is so
Again,
low.
again, the title doesn't matter. That's
That's what they should know.
and
And if you're given
what
a
will
title,
happen.
respect the title.
And just
Do the work. Just do the work. It's not that difficult to do the work.
when it comes to title, you reminded me of something because one of the titles that is exclusive to my area.
Big head.
No, it's Samaha. So it reminded me of one of my cousins met another Samaha
This is within the union of Samahas.
within the Samahas.
ايوه
And I said, يا أخي ما ينفع يصير سماحة ونفسية.
سماحة
Kind of defeats the
وايش؟
purpose.
سماحة وايش؟
نفسية.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's the misperception, basically. that people have.
That's the problem with not living up to your title.
سماحة سمح.
Mm.
Yeah. And this is kind of my outlook. Like call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. Just do the work. That's it.
Speaking of doing the work, we've never had the chance to talk about what you've been doing for the skating community.
What have I been doing?
In terms of
Nothing
communities.
at all. Like you did absolutely nothing. Like Galag.
What have you been doing? For
Galag
real,
has been
truly.
associated with skateboarding more than any other time. Everybody in Jeddah that has a skateboard knows what Galag is, which is something
Alhamdulillah.
that you worked really hard on. And I respect you for. Also, shout out to Urban Lot. Come on, whatever. Go fuck yourself.
The rest of the
There's Urban Lot
community.
Skate Shop now.
Oh yes, that's coming up.
That's already
In
open.
Jeddah.
خلاص. لا في الرياض فيه.
When did he? Oh
It's
yeah, it was
open in
next to
Riyadh.
his. Yes. I forgot.
It's in the store.
Yeah.
The question comes because we look at it and we actually do see a real community there. You know,
By the way, there is a skate community here as well.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, there it's both best. It's mainly I saw a community that needed support. Like and I here's the thing. People need to understand that when a brand supports a community, there's a value in that community by the association. So and I was very clear to them as well. Because they're like, why are you doing it? I'm like, listen, my association with you is helping my brand image. And it's very clear, but they have to get the positives from it, and I have to get the positives from it.
It has to be
gets
a
my
healthy
name-
exchange.
Yeah. It's not a charity, you know. And
This goes back to your imposter syndrome. You don't want them to feel like, hey, that I'm
Handout.
just using you. I want to be
and
very
that's what
transparent
happens.
with you.
And that's what happens, you know. And that's a discussion that I've had. A lot of brands use them for photo shoots. For that they do maybe they'll create a deck or two and hand them out to them, which is fine, great. Everyone needs a skateboard deck, but when we approached, it was more like, okay, let's figure out how I can create things that you guys can use as part of your community in terms of the clothes that we make, skateboard decks,
the styles.
you know, now we're doing skate shoes that are coming soon.
Nice.
That we've like 2 years we're developing those and trial test. We sent it out to skaters.
Oh,
we're
can't
trying
wait.
it. We're testing it.
Something
And-
that you guys would actually use.
exactly. And let's figure it out. And whatever we do for them, we're getting something, but also they're getting something where it's not exploitative. It's like, okay, we're giving you the A, B, and C, but we are getting A, B, and C, you know, back as well. So it's symbiotic in that way. And over the years, it's kind of developed and it's become kind of the association has become closer. It and they're more comfortable with it as well as we are, and it's not too. It doesn't feel forced at the moment, where it might seem with some other brand.
Well, you showed, well, again, let's be honest. You proved to them that you really actually care.
Alhamdulillah.
I mean, you had an athlete that won a medal, didn't you?
Mahmoud, he won the second place in the Saudi Games,
There you
Nice.
the first Saudi Games.
Nice.
You paid for them, you flew them out, you
No,
sponsored them.
no.
I'm fucking with you.
No,
I'm
no,
fucking
that's
with you. I'm fucking with you.
The Saudi Games sorted them
I know,
out.
I
It had
know, I
nothing
know.
to do with
I
that.
know, I
No, but you did support them in terms
No,
of
no, I
being
was-
there,
And
being.
when they need decks, when they
Exactly.
need that, some here and there. That was at the beginning, so I'm still sorting out how I was supporting them. But now I kind of know, and who we're working with, because also they would have to know that they need to meet a certain criteria for us to sponsor to do that, and it's not necessarily where it's like, oh, you need to be at this level, you need to be the best skater, but it's like, no, but you need to be serious about it a little bit,
Exactly.
kind of practice it a lot,
like spend the time and the
doing it,
energy.
because then it's like, okay, then we can ask of you content, we can ask you post this, post that, because if you're only skating once every 3 months, it's not worth it for a brand.
It's completely fair. It's an exchange in terms of, if you'd like me to invest in you, then I need you to invest in yourself,
Exactly.
and in doing the thing that is going to end up helping us both.
Yeah. So we tried to build it that way, and every now and then, from my end, I try to push them to do things for themselves rather than, oh, Galag is going to do a skate meet, is going to do this. I'm like, no, you guys, why don't you do one this weekend? And we'll help you guys with the prizes and all that, And even I tell them, like, do a skate meet, but don't have any brands. Just do it for yourself. You don't have to have all the logos. Just do it for yourself. Call your friends and let's do it. We're gonna meet here at that. Anyone, pull up, and that's how we're pushing them to do it. And they've been balancing. Some of them are in college, some of them are at work, some of them are they've been figuring it out.
So from when you started to right now, how would you say that the progress has been, or the growth at least?
I don't know, because a lot of the people that were there when we started kind of stopped, but there's new people coming in.
So it's still moving.
It's still moving. It's a sport that doesn't need much for someone to practice it. You just need
It just needs people who care.
Exactly.
And there are spaces, in Riyadh mainly, and in Jeddah there's one space that they can skate in.
Yeah.
Come on,
it's
there's
not really
more-
a skate park.
It's more than enough. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
At the start.
So as long as they just do it, we're gonna be there to support it, and we don't ask much, because I know, unlike the US, Japan, and these places where you can actually make real money from it, we're not nowhere near there now. So we're doing a little bit kind of to help them.
You're doing it for the love. They're doing it for the love, and you're supporting that love.
Yeah, because a lot of them are talented. A lot of them are really good. So it would be a shame for them to stop and not do it. And it's not necessarily, it's because of they need to get competitions and all that. But I'm like, no, they're going to grow up. And when they don't practice it, like, I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to do. So you just want them to kind of keep practicing. And even if it's just for themselves, just to kind of like switch off, put the headphones and just
Enjoy
do it.
themselves.
Yeah.
Now, we're like 45 minutes in. We can't talk about the movie. And I don't want to talk about the movie because I want to leave it till next year.
So we shot a movie.
Hey, congratulations. Honestly.
First off, Hab Hab. Okay.
Hey.
Can we say the name?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. So
I mean, it was posted all over, but like,
I know if they
people
can't see
still
it, that's what I said.
know.
That's someone asked me,
exactly.
like, what's the name? I was like, if you can't see it in the sign, I can't tell you the name.
Yeah.
But this is a movie that you're part of the writing team. You're part of the production team. You basically were part of every single sector of this whole thing, putting it together. Because I've seen, because we talk every night, so like I know, like you traveled outside of Saudi,
Yeah.
looking for what can make this even work better for me.
So this is sort of an idea. So just to let you know, and I'm sure he wants to read it. Like, there's like 4 or 5 scripts that are ready.
Yeah, we know. We went through
them.
them. We went through them.
This movie is list number 1, autism approved.
Yes.
Autism.
Yes. This is one of the ones I sent to him, and he sent me like detailed notes. I'm like, I just wanted like, how was it good or not? That's it. I didn't need you to analyze it.
It was good, and I will go into excruciating detail on why it was good. Bullet point lists.
But this one was the most ready in terms of the script. So like, all right, let's go with that. But yeah, and in terms of going outside of Saudi, I mainly reached out to people that I went to film school with, people that I work with, and some people that I worked with that I brought on help them get on some productions here, so they know how Saudi works and what we have and what we don't have. So it was a combination of different crews. There's crew from New York. We got some from Jordan. Some crazy credits on them, like Star Wars, Dune. Like,
Nice.
I'm like, these people are working on my little movie. They've done Dune. The one guy's walking around in like a Dune crew T-shirt. I'm like,
That's why.
It's like,
That's
where
wild.
are we right
and
now?
the other one is walking around with a Star Wars like crew T-shirt. And it was wild, but
Can we say what the genre is?
It's horror.
It's horror. There we go.
It's like horror. There's a bit of action. There's a bit of comedy. There's a bit of
It's action horror.
but kind of like it's weird, but yeah. But we just wanted with this. I just wanted to make a fun movie. Like people can go to the cinema and just have fun.
Yeah,
You know.
we just said horror. Get it?
I mean,
See,
no,
that's
but
the-
see,
horror
that's comedy.
movies are
No.
fun,
See, yeah,
dude.
that's the thing that people do not know that we know that they do not know. You enjoy horror movies.
So let me. Let's,
An
so,
actual enthusiast.
so let me tell you this funny story that happened during the first week. It's not gonna tell. It's not gonna say anything about the movie or. So I remember before in pre-production we were just talking about what the rating of the movie is gonna be. Because we're talking with Nahar, who's producing, and a couple
Shout
of
out to Nahar.
people. So it's he's like, okay, let's not go hard R, you know.
Hard R. He said. For those in the back.
No, let's go like, you know. I'm like, you can't like this. Look, have you read the script?
Do you know me?
He's like, how about, you know? Well, so we agreed to have it R15, right?
Aw.
So a soft R.
Yeah, it's a soft R.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy. It's not a gur. It's a ur.
So we we're kind of after the first week, you know, the way the shoot was and what we shot, you know, I turned to him, I'm like, that R15 rating went out the window.
Real quick there.
He looks at me, he's like, yeah.
Yeah. We're back to R.
Because we were thinking about like, and I spoke to the SFX and DP and everyone was like, okay, we need to figure out how we can shoot around things. So
Not
Once
make it
we-
too gruesome,
yeah,
for example.
once we start,
Oh, wait,
once
how
we
you gonna shoot around
started, yeah,
things?
once we started going, and it's like, I looked at him and was like, it's not going to be R15. I was like, it doesn't matter.
From the script, you can tell it's not going to be R.
Like we're enjoying this way too much, honestly.
No, but it's just like there was no way we could make this movie differently. You know what I mean? Like it needed that ridiculousness, you know,
The
ridiculous-
absurdity in a sense.
There it is. This film, like it's absurd, but also because it's absurd, you have to make things as grounded as possible for that balance. But yeah, it's a fun movie.
Okay. I mean, I can tell just by the look on your face right now, like you're thinking of all these.
It's a fun
Crazy
movie.
scenes.
and you know, and we've had we worked with great people, you know, and you know, we found one of the big things that we're looking for is new faces, because the actors, like the characters, are young, and I needed to find young new faces that people haven't seen before.
Or people haven't used and abused before.
No, they have. Reword that, please.
Oh, we're talking about kids, my bad. In the industry.
Context.
In
Yeah.
the industry.
Yeah, no abuse has happened here.
Yeah.
In the industry.
But no, it's like new faces because, well, we actually just did auditions. To be
Simple as
honest,
that.
like it
Just
wasn't
straightforward.
straightforward. I was like, let's do open auditions. Let's find and let's see what we can do. We have some great actors that are known actors, which I was surprised, you know, that they agreed for us to do a smaller role like that. Like some of them had like one scene or two scenes, and they are people who star in other things.
No, but respect to them for, you know.
You know, that's why
Actually
I
showing up,
appreciate.
right?
I
And
know,
it's also the script.
I appreciate
when you
it.
see the
and
script.
they liked. I think one of the things that they saw, this is going to be a fun movie, and
It's going to be fun to shoot.
And it's
Yeah.
something different.
It's not a fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
It's
It
fun
is a-
to shoot.
No, it is a fun movie. It is
Look,
a
as
fun
much as I hate not coming down to see you shoot it, at the same time, like I really just want to see the end product because
Yeah.
because I've seen the script so many times that I really want to see the end product more than anything else.
It is. It's
And you teased me with a couple of photos that
it's
looked
different.
really wild.
It's different. It's different. It's going to look different. It's, you know, we really prepared and thought a lot about how we were going to shoot it. You know, we've had months to prepare this, and it was fun.
We will leave off this conversation until next year because we want to have a full conversation before the movie comes out.
And I personally, I think all of us here cannot wait to actually see it
Inshallah.
come to life.
Inshallah. And
Inshallah.
I'm excited about it.
No, but
it's like-
congratulations, honestly.
thank you. I mean,
Yeah,
listen.
and bravo, well done.
Stats.
Listen,
Stats.
here's-
Like this is something that since
It's-
I've met you, I remember you talking about this since then.
It's just, I mean, it was exhausting. Like the thing is, like 80% of our days were overnights. So 5 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Mm.
So we get home, the sun is up. We sleep, wake up, go. So
do this again.
it was all nights, and it was that was the bigger part. Like there were a few times that I snapped.
I mean, just a few. I think just a few is reasonable.
No, there was
Mr.
a few
Leader.
there's a few times that because normally, like especially with the actors and all that, I listen and I'm like, okay, I'm calm. But there were some days where like just do it like I asked.
Your ideas, your opinions, I don't give a shit. Okay, just please.
I didn't bring you to think.
Yeah,
I brought you for a script.
No, there were times because also there were times like that you're getting towards the end of the day and you still have a lot to do, and I'm like, just like, no, I have no time to listen. Just like he's like, yeah, but I have this idea. I'm like, just do it.
Fuck your idea. No, but you guys managed to do it like on time.
It was, yeah,
on budget.
You know, most days, they were on time.
I mean,
we went over for a couple of. There's a couple of days we went over, but alhamdulillah, and I appreciate the crew and the cast because they had no obligation to stay overtime, and they did.
Yeah,
and there was one time that was interesting because we were shooting this like kind of huge, like one of our bigger like stunt scenes inside, like it was interior, but we had 20 minutes until the sun comes up.
Oh,
you need to catch it right now.
And we haven't shot a single second of that stunt scene. And it's a very elaborate thing, a lot of movement. And we locked in and we did 4 shots in 20 minutes.
Nice.
And it was a lot of movement. And the actors had to do like the stunts and they had to remember, they had to do it right. And it was just like...
honestly, it sounds like a sign that you found and you got the right people.
The right people is an understatement.
Yeah, he was so... Every time 5 a.m, he gives me a call. It's like, man, these people, I thought they're going to break down. There's one thing that I'm not going to talk about. We're going to talk about next year.
Yeah.
About the actors. Because that one I really want to have a conversation with. But I need you to make the announcements first so people know who's on it.
Oh, yeah. No,
and then we can have the full
because
breakdown.
we have a couple of surprises in that one.
Yeah, so we'll keep on that. Before you bounce, we got questions.
Wait, what do you mean we're bouncing? Hold on.
I said before you bounce. I said we got questions.
Since when do we stop our conversation at 45 minutes?
Since
when did I say we're gonna bounce and we actually bounced?
Since when does the supreme leader take instructions from you, Adil? Since when?
Yeah.
There's some questions I actually wanted to get to.
All right.
I'm not gonna throw all of them.
We haven't done this in a while.
Nah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And you haven't done this with a guest, I think.
Yeah, even
actually,
more.
yes.
Even
But
more.
again, see, you are our supreme leader. You own this.
You're special.
Speaking of that, someone actually said, "He's like, did Galag start the pasta kepsa? Is he the CEO?" Yes,
as we've started
yes,
off.
he is.
Yes, now you know who he is.
That's why I'm the only one allowed.
Exactly.
No other guests.
I want to see what a Galag pasta kepsa collab looks like. We actually have a Galag pasta kepsa collab. If you spend $100,000 on Galag's website, you'll get a special T-shirt and Shamsi's bathwater.
No, Adil, it comes in a pasta kepsa bag. It's not just a special T-shirt.
It's a kepsa bag.
It's a pink kepsa bag with my bathwater inside.
Yes, exactly.
With bubbles.
I'm like, brown.
But you got to spend $100,000.
Yeah, for the bubbles.
Anything less than that, you get nothing. Let's see. There was one actually about movies I want to say. Where is it? While filming, is day one or the last day of shooting you personally preferred, or why? And why actually?
The last day.
Because I'm done with this shit.
The last day that I can.
I disagree with you, by the way.
Because I'll tell you something. Because the last day you're so like you just want
relieved.
We did 6-day weeks. We didn't do 5-day weeks. So we had 1 day off. And you're just like, you just want to sleep.
And what'd you do on that day off?
Playing video games.
You went off, Adil.
You prepped for the next day.
Yeah. No, but the thing is...
so you had 12 hours off.
You're meant to prep for the next day. And that's the thing. When you have 5 days off, the crew takes it up. But like the heads of departments, they generally prep for the next day.
So
but the thing is, we've prepared so much, me and the guys, that we didn't need to do much. We were just kind of we actually just discuss it sometimes the day before, like before we leave, before we wrap, and we're like, all right, cool, this is what we're gonna do. All right, well, you know, I know, cool, let's go. So that's also the rapport that I have with them. It really helped. But yeah, it's just
When you called me on day one, it was actually before day one started. When we talked, you were like, "Hey, it's tomorrow." You know, like you were on your nerves. You were tense. Like, yo, we're starting. This is actually fucking happening. Let's
yeah, 'cause
go.
It's a big thing. It is a
you
big
never,
thing.
I understand
never,
that.
You never know. Like it's like it was always this thing that is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Like it's like, and until it happens, you're like,
Is it gonna happen?
is it gonna?
Yes.
Until you're on set, you know.
On the last day when you called me, I actually heard a little bit of disappointment that it was over.
No, I was just tired. I was just sleeping. I was just listen.
just
I'm
wanna
telling you,
know.
I
And it was
just-
5 a.m.
It was 5 a.m. It was actually around 6.
Yes, actually.
You know, but it was
Post fool, by the way. This probably.
Lara, but it was exhausting. No, it was. The thing is, we had such a great crew. We had such a good time that it was, you know, people were getting emotional that we were done, you know, and it was very cool to kind of see how people like, because you're sitting 12 hours with these people
Constantly plugged in.
for a month, you know, and you get to know them, you have conversations, and everyone was really, you know, and what was great is that no one took themselves seriously, but everyone took the work seriously.
Mm.
But of course,
It's the right balance.
it is, and that was the great thing about it, you know, and I think the problem is that I'm gonna expect that on every shoot,
The rapport.
the rapport. So we'll see, you know.
I think,
Inshallah, yani, Blacks, you had a good start. Yani, why not keep it going?
Yeah,
I mean, here's the thing: if when you ever feel tense or just like
I'll give you a call.
locked in, no, I have a point here.
Lay.
If you ever feel tense or like testy in a shoot, just remember it worked for Kubrick and Shelley Duvall in The Shining.
Habibi, I'm not Kubrick,
Or Shelley Duvall.
and I don't have a Shelley
And this is not
Duvall.
The Shining either.
And do you see what happened to Shelley Duvall?
Exactly, that's kind of the point.
No.
Like I that's a reference I know you.
Here's the thing. I also look at it like there is no one, and I mean this. I think no one in the Middle East is at a level where they can be a terrible person on set.
Wow.
Like, you're not that big. You're not
It's-
that
it's not-
important.
it's
You're
not
not that
that-
good.
It's weird.
You don't
when
have the
I-
track record.
You know, you have conversations.
I think you'd find that in
Listen,
Egypt.
no, you have that conversations. Listen, you have those conversations with people, and people share experiences on different sets. You know what I mean? And it's like you get to a point where sometimes like there's
How is this
Being-
allowed?
just not how's it. It's not at that level.
Some sets.
It's not the ones that listen.
The ones that were told to me.
They were told to you, but
Exactly.
not the
No,
ones.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
not the
thinking
ones
about
that were
myself
Just
here.
because I want to be clear.
Yes.
But it's almost like, wow, people have a hard time not being a terrible person on set. It's like, I don't know, like, because I'm just trying, I'm being, you know, you have to be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful to everyone. But I realize that's not the norm for a lot of these sets.
Yeah, sir, you don't have an ego. Let's start there.
Everyone on my set and in the crew has more experience than me.
There, that's a good start.
And I don't have the leverage to be that person. You know what I mean? Like it's
At the
just
same time,
purely as that.
you respect being a director.
Yeah, because
And you are a semi-good person, so
Yes.
you know, balances out.
Yes, it depends.
not if you ask the fashion commission. You know?
We'll get to that one. We'll definitely get to that
Okay, but yeah,
That's the semi.
It's just, dude. I just had a lot of fun. You know, I just had a lot of fun.
It looks like you had fun.
Yeah, no, it was a
No,
lot.
No,
Like-
I think part of the nice thing about actually the last day is you get to look back and say, "Whoa, we did that." Like,
Yeah, I mean, I remember
was a
the-
part of doing that, like basking in
yeah.
that glow. You know,
Yeah, and I'm just excited. I'm really excited
I was
for
really
people-
happy
for
watching
people
you.
to see the performances.
Mm.
I was really happy watching how happy you were.
Same, honestly.
Like you were having a ball. You and Nihan and the whole team.
Yeah, it was
Every
fun.
time y'all post, it looked like y'all really were like having fun.
Very true.
Like in the beginning, it felt like, hey, we're shooting a movie. And then
You
like
have to
by
be you have to be a serious.
yeah,
artist.
by the first week,
We're
y'all
professional.
like, yeah, that's it. Like they're just in the vibe of it. And all the posts are nice and everybody enjoying themselves.
because you have to keep the energy up.
and
You
for a whole
do have
month,
to.
like
Yeah,
a
you do.
straight
Yeah,
shot. You know,
Yeah,
really
12
do.
hour shots.
You really do.
I think honestly, from what I've seen, I think both of us we've seen, it seemed like you guys genuinely enjoyed it.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
You know,
Alhamdulillah. You know, we're playing make believe.
and yeah, for a job.
I love how you break it down to something very small. Like,
Yeah.
just the essence of
Yeah,
it.
you're playing make believe. You're playing pretend. You're creating these things. If it's not fun at some level,
Why do you do
especially
this?
the movie that we're making,
Yeah.
you know, our the movie that we're making has a ridiculousness level that if you don't find that fun and making it fun, then
Then what are you doing here?
it's then I don't think also the audience won't feel it.
I can't wait for people to watch this movie. Then
Just
they
don't
come
build
back-
it up too much.
No, then they come back to this episode and they say, "Oh, he said fun." I just can't wait for people to realize
Like,
what we already
that's his
know.
definition of fun.
Exactly. That's what he made this. He was the director in this. He said this is fun for him.
Yeah, it is fun.
Lock him up.
Like
No, but if anything, that's a sign of an actual auteur, like someone who actually gives a shit about what he's doing.
let's not put that. Just
You know,
Not yet.
you give off auteuring energy,
I'm just
sir.
making a fun movie for people. That's
Okay.
it. That's all I wanted to. That's all how I want to present it. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
I'm not redefining anything in Saudi. Just I want to be clear. This isn't like a step forward for Saudi cinema. This is just a fun movie. You guys can go and watch it. There's
Enjoy
a nice
it.
story. There's character arcs. There's beginning, middle, and end. There's tension.
There's
There's,
a plot.
levity.
There's a climax
There's
moment.
there's climax. There's all these things that is the basics of making a movie.
Yeah.
Man, I love how you break it down. So it's so simple, yeah. Just a movie.
ABCs.
Just a movie that I fell in love with. That's all good. We'll see how it goes. Do you like doing movies? Do you like doing fashion or movies more?
Movies.
Hands down.
Any day. Any
No
day.
doubt.
Any day. I think fashion is fun, but I'm not, the thing is, this is the thing. I'm not, I didn't study fashion. I'm not.
It was a happy coincidence.
It was a coincidence that happened through Galag when we did that and kind of we converted to that. And I found the right team to help me do it. I enjoy seeing things come to fruition, how, it comes from the design and then how it ends up. And when it looks good, and it's something that I can incorporate into my daily life. That's definitely satisfying. But just with movies, it's
a whole different
It's a whole level. I'm creating, when
There's a
you're
lot of moving
you're
parts.
but also you're creating a world.
Yeah.
You're creating your own rules. You're creating your whole kind of thing.
And you're
it's-
controlling every single bit of it, like
yeah.
in
And
one
but
way, shape,
also
or
yes.
Like a supreme leader would.
yeah. See, that's his position in life.
Exactly.
Adil.
That explains a lot. That
Yeah.
explains a lot. Yes.
I have nothing to do with
Of course, you have nothing to do with this podcast. We know.
that.
You signed the
that
waiver.
specifically thing.
You signed all the waivers. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
but
that.
I do get it. Like in terms of being behind the camera and choosing whether it's the actors or the music or the script or like all of it, there's just so much more to do.
There is, and kind of when you see it, when you're shooting it and seeing kind of come together, that's really fun. But the thing is, we're still in the process. We're going into post production, and that because it's like it's the saying: you make 3 movies: the one you write, the one you shoot, and the one you edit. So it's 3 different movies that you're making. So what's going to come out at the end is going to be different to what I shot. Because of whether it's just how things come together, sort of decisions that you have on the day when you're editing. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be as interesting for me to see. By the time it comes out, I'm going to hate it.
I mean,
100%.
at that point, you'll be
Like
like,
I do not want to watch.
Then I'm asking this question now.
Ask.
I was gonna do it next year, but I'll do it right now. How far is it from the script? Because like we went to the script with you and we saw the different revisions.
So it's very close to the script. Like it's very, very
Really?
close. We just had to adapt things because we wrote the script in a vacuum. And when I went to New York and sat with the DP for a month and we're kind of working it out, we worked it out in a vacuum.
and then when you got on ground,
We got on ground, the locations that we found, and we had to adapt things to them. So sort of it's not quite what we're looking for. So we had to, okay, all right. So this is the location. Can we make it work? So we sit there for like half an hour, me and the DP and the AD, and we're like sitting, all right, so we specifically need these things to happen in this way. Can we make it work here? So we had to adapt it to the locations. Things were altered, but it's pretty close to the script.
Yeah, if you don't adapt, you're doing it wrong.
We're writing in a vacuum. It's different if I was writing something, okay, I saw some locations and I'm like, all right, this is the stuff that I want. I had to go out and find the locations there, and we did real sets. We didn't do. We did
stages.
real location. We didn't do sound stages. You know, we did the sound stages mainly for car stuff, but in general, like all the sets that we did were relocations that we adapted with production design.
Yeah, because it's the same thing.
It needs to look real.
Yeah,
It needs to look lived in. That was the one thing.
It's the same thing that you tell to anybody that's creative. You can have an idea, but once you actually start to execute and develop that idea, it has to change.
I mean, you have two things. You can either adapt it to the locations, or you have a big enough budget that you can build your own location,
Which is usually not the option.
which is usually an option for one entity
Which is
That has
usually-
that kind of money.
that has that kind of money that can do it.
No, but I think the flexibility is part and parcel of the whole.
But also
package.
for us, it was a challenge. Like, okay, with this budget, can we make it work?
Mm.
Can we pull it off? And that was a challenge for us. Like, no, we can. We can actually do something with this budget. Like, you don't have to go crazy to make something fun.
Do you remember when they were making all these Arabic shows? They always went out and rented real houses. Right?
Yeah, but they're like huge houses.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, you used to get like
Absurd,
literally because you have like I mean, if you're gonna put like 3 lights,
Three
and,
families.
and
Yeah,
2 gaffers, and I don't know. Of course, you need a lot of space.
yeah.
In order for you to shoot. With all these new studios that are coming out right now, are they going to be that active?
I don't know. There's more studios than films.
That's 100%. That's 100%.
That's a bar.
As it's looking now, you know, I don't know how much. To be honest, like I've only visited one studio, which is in Neom, and one of the sound stages was in use by NBC.
Mm.
We didn't see what was in there, but they were using it, and I think I haven't been to Al-Ula, for example. I haven't seen Big Time. I haven't seen
Jax.
Jack's just opened.
Just
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
So
It's open.
so I haven't seen those studios, so I don't know what's
Because I
in
feel like
use.
those studios are going to be more active for commercials more than anything else.
For commercials, and I think for Ramadan shows, stuff like that. I think mostly.
Oh, like those.
I
Like,
mean, I don't know. Like I don't. To be honest, I don't know. Because we haven't approached a studio space yet with anything that we're doing. So I think once
because you didn't need it.
yeah, we were looking for relocations, and probably there's a couple of the scripts that probably need sound stages, but yeah, I don't know how much they're in use, so I can't really tell you like if it's.
You haven't
Because
gotten
when
there
they,
yet.
when
But I
all the-
feel like, you know, for example, like NBC is creating so much content that they'll probably use a lot of it. I
because
think.
if you see all the popular shows, like a lot of actually when you look at the shows from like the last 2 years, like on Shahid, a lot of them were studios.
Yeah, you
They
can
were
tell,
not
like-
real. They were not real locations.
Yeah,
And you can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's down to production design. You know what I mean? Because sometimes something has to look good on camera, but it doesn't look believable.
Mm.
And I think that's
Part of it.
Find that
Cinematic,
balance.
cinematic.
yeah,
We
like,
want it to look very cinematic.
it's like the walls are green and red, and like the curtains are madrish, and it's like, and there's a orange light that you don't know where it's coming from.
Sounds like a weekend with Shamsi.
Mm.
Mm.
Tell you about that orange lady.
But you know what I mean? It's you know, we'll see. You know, I'll let you know once we approach studio space.
Please do. We will wait for the answer for this question until the next year.
My question to you, as somebody who's autistically read the script, this seems a perfect fit for, let's say, international attention. Like it
I
has.
don't care about international attention.
Uh, well,
Listen. Here's the thing. We're Saudi filmmakers.
True.
We should win the Saudi audience
Of course.
first,
Bars.
because
Bars.
because a lot of people, you know, they're focused on العالمية. I'm like, المحلية أول قابليسكم.
لا تبقى العالمية صعبة
No.
وتبقى قوية.
No, but
But you're right. You are right.
Because as Saudi films, you have to resonate with Saudi viewers. That's the most important. Then anything else outside of that is extra. What is, for me, like I look for something that I'm creating. Other filmmakers might have their own metrics. But for me, what is the point of my film being shown in festivals around the world, and then I release it here and no one goes to see it?
you do want that international. I feel like you would want that international exposure, but I do feel like a big part of the success of a local film
exposure doesn't matter.
is the local audience actually
Exactly.
enjoying it.
I don't know if you were there. When
International
I was telling the story.
exposure does not mean that Saudis are going to come see it.
True, very true.
I said this to the boys. I don't know if you were there or not. I think I said this to you before. I was in a restaurant and someone came in and the whole restaurant stood up and clapped for them. And I don't know who this person was. And then later on, I found out that he was just a local race car driver who won the local competition.
This is here? Or
No, this is abroad.
Okay.
Right? And I was in awe of how a local guy
Was
treated like a hero in his own hometown for just being a race car driver. He wasn't a politician. He wasn't a movie star. He was a guy who just races cars. And this is just a regular restaurant. And I respected the fact that everybody loved him so much that they respect him and everyone gave him a standing ovation walking into a restaurant. We don't have that here. People think about winning abroad before even winning local.
Yeah.
And
it's the same idea of having like your homegrown player that plays in
we have homegrown players that are not celebrated here locally. What are you talking
but
about?
I'm saying-
Sami Jabir, Khush al-Mat'am, no one cares.
I'm talking about the concept of, hey, this guy
Su'al.
played with this club since he was a kid and he retired with this club. It's
It
a
don't
rare
matter.
thing.
It
It's a
don't
rare
matter.
thing.
It don't
It's
matter.
not that. It's not that. It's not about what it's about the attitude towards it. It's not about, because sometimes ما تدري وين يجي الرزق. You know what I mean? You try something and that's where my career is leading me. That's fine. But it's the attitude that I have to get the approval of the international for me to
The
matter.
validation.
For me to matter. But then then you come here and it's like,
Nobody's listening.
I mean,
Nobody's
look
watching.
look at the I don't know. I can't.
I'll say-
I can't. Go
I'll
on
give you
that.
my own. Look at the music scene. Rappers specifically. When Swizz was around the whole time, everybody was blowing me up. Yo, I want to go Swizz. I want to hang out with Swizz. I was like, what do you have to offer to Swizz? This guy has all the awards. He has all the accolades.
Here's something about that, and that's just music in general. I wish making movies was as, I don't want to say easy, right?
Straightforward.
Didn't have a lot of moving parts as music, because someone can make music alone in their room with a computer and with a minimal setup, and they
You
can
don't even
release
need
it
to-
online.
You don't even need to make beats anymore. There's so many free beats available
Yeah,
for you if you want.
But it's like you're able to release it online for very minimal cost.
And
If
have full
movies were
control.
like that,
That's a whole different ballgame.
if movies were like that, I'd be just going at it.
It costs money to make a movie.
It costs a lot of money, and that's why I can't. I need to think about the full packaging of the movie as well. But with music, you can create your own fan base. You can just connect with them, keep showing them. Look at what Russ did, releasing a song a week.
And
Bro,
the
until
guy
people
owns all
listen
his
to him.
masters at
even
this
bigger than
point.
that, look what hip hop did. Hip hop came out of nowhere and became a staple in everybody's life around the world. Everybody is somewhat affected by hip hop. It reached everything else.
And one of the things that we spoke, I think, on the first podcast is, especially, it's the artists that tried the international and kind of didn't get much airplay there, and they come here and they're being platformed like they've achieved a lot.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: 3 years on,
Nothing.
and one of those and a couple of those have, granted, they create white girl music for TikTok, but like they're in your face. They keep doing it.
They're
They
still at
created a fan base.
Yeah.
While the others that I wish
Yeah.
would
I know what
that I wish
I know what you mean.
can be more consistent, or think about a rollout, or connect, or show me who you are.
Or just create.
Don't just go up and put a pre-save link and then just shut up for the next 3 months. When you're consistent, when you're connecting, when you're showing that you're active, people care. When you're giving me songs that I can listen to, when you're being consistent with that.
When you're dropping.
When you're
connecting with everybody in your community,
Exactly.
people need to know that you exist.
You need to, first thing, and the problem is, I'm sure you've seen this, and I assume this happens as well, because this happens as well with movies, where it's like, why aren't they platforming me? have you created your own value? You need to force them to do it because they will not. And if they platform you, they're going to give you a terrible time. Probably just like the warm up of the warm up when they're still setting up chairs. That's when you're going to do it.
Anytime they platform you, they're looking to make their money back somehow.
So again, it's the same with fashion. Same, you have to look to create your own value and create your own kind of stream of income. You need to do that. You need to and the thing is, you just need to be consistent. Because if you just go and wait, that won't happen.
Yeah.
You need to be in people's faces. People need to know you as a musician, as a producer, as a rapper, as whatever you want to be, as a singer. You need to be consistent, and
consistency is key.
And my problem is a lot of times I see people that I'm like, I wouldn't say they're my type of music, but they're playing the game right. They're out there. And I have nothing but respect for
exactly.
that.
Yeah. When you see someone that's doing the right thing, even though I don't like
it's not
click
for
with
me.
them,
Yeah.
exactly. I still respect what you're trying to do.
And I see you're
it.
working, you're doing it. And then the people that I want to do, I'm like, why are you not, why are you not going at it? And that's what bothers me with music.
I'm not gonna mention who this artist is, but you've called me so many times cursing me out because of this artist.
Yeah.
Why is he not releasing it? Like, man,
and then it's the idea. No, it's the comments. Like, I've been sitting on this for 3 years. For who?
Why?
Who is waiting for it?
What are you doing?
Like, what are you waiting for?
Even if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't even know.
I wouldn't have known. You could have released it and made it last week. You're sitting this for 2 years. Why? ترى كلها upload.
Building anticipation.
لازم تعتق.
لازم تأكد.
It needs marinating.
Yeah.
But like I wish making movies was like that.
All right. So since the boys are back together, give us your real thoughts and honest review of Riyadh Fashion Week.
Okay.
Real thoughts. Honest, sir.
Okay, I'll tell you to be honest, because I was shooting. So
You didn't even know what was happening.
I didn't know it was happening till after. So it came and went. I'll give one thing. Congratulations to the people that did the runways, the brands, nothing but respect.
Yeah.
Of course, with Art of Heritage, with Vivian
They killed it.
Westwood,
They killed it.
They killed it. This is the thing. Like those
They were the
elements,
highlight.
those elements are great. The event itself, I think the sign of relevance as an event or as like a whole thing is when you don't have to pay celebrities to come to your event.
Preach.
When they feel like coming to the event is good for them. Because
They need to be a part of it.
here's the thing. When you look at New York Fashion Week, you look at all these things. Fashion Week doesn't pay for them to come.
They come.
The brands
Yes.
Invite them.
invite them or pay whatever.
They created their own value proposition.
Yeah. The brands created their own value. These guys I want to come. So there's the value there that's created. But the actual organizers, they don't pay these guys to show up. But yeah, and because I saw a lot of international celebrities, I only knew they were there because other people took pictures with them. They did not post a single thing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Of course. Because
I mean, the biggest one is Gstad guy.
Mm.
He showed up. People were taking pictures of him. Not one photo. Not
that's okay.
one story that I saw he put up that he was in Riyadh.
Okay, interesting. I didn't notice that.
I've seen it. That's, sort of later. I've seen pictures and everything. And so, for me, that's my only comment on that, because I respect the brands that are doing it. They are the ones that are putting a lot of work. My only thing about that is that I would love to see them focusing on dropping and creating a customer base rather than just focusing all year to create a runway show. Because I know a couple of the brands where they did this whole runway show and everything, but none of the stuff is going for sale. Those are all like samples, stuff like that. They don't have intention to sell them. They just want to create a runway show. So I'm like, what is the point of doing a runway show if you're not? If
Dropping.
the end goal, the whole point of you doing a runway show is to get buyers, is to get people to, so it's
If you're going to do a runway show that's a concept, that's not something that's going
like
to market.
artistic and all that. That's fine.
That's totally different.
But even if you look at,
but
like,
you
the
have
way-
to make it to a certain place in order for us to respect that you're doing that.
exactly. So you have to. So
Like Rick Owens.
there's a lot of there's brands where I only know they exist from Fashion Week to Fashion Week.
You don't
You
see
know,
anything else the rest of
Because-
that's actually true.
But it's frustrating to me because I see some pieces where I'm like, man, I want to buy that. I want to buy that jacket. I want to buy that T-shirt. I want to buy that shirt or those pants. But they don't release them.
Mm.
And then they come back next Fashion Week with something new or something very similar or just an evolution of that. I'm like, but
What happened to that one?
not what happened to them. When are you going to release that one?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's sort of my frustration with it. Where
You can't show me your creativity in something that you don't want to release.
exactly, what's the
I mean,
point?
you can, but what's the point? I
And
think
for
that-
me,
yeah.
what's the
That's what I'm
point?
saying. Why?
Here's the thing: some
You
people say
can't.
it's artistic expression, all that. It's a fashion industry.
Mm.
The fashion industry needs money to come into it. For money to come into it, you need to sell stuff. You need to show people to invest in you.
You need
Why
to
do
get
you
people to
why-
actually want to be a part of it.
Why do you think LV, Gucci make logo T-shirts?
Because they know that there's an audience for it.
That
even
is
Yes.
accessibility to their brand.
Yeah.
They're crazy runway shows. Barely people buy them.
Mhm.
The crazy kind of clothing, but they do that for the art and they sell here. They want to give people access to their brand. But it's frustrating. Like really, some of these brands where I'm like, I love that piece. Are going to release it?
But is it a
No
sign?
intention.
Is it a sign of immaturity, or is it a sign of, as you put, maybe lack of intention?
It's what is the intention? Do you just want to be called an artist, or do you want to create art? Those are the difference. If you're happy with the label, I know people, at least a couple we both know. They somehow are redefining the art scene, but I haven't seen them do anything for 5 years. I'm like, they keep redefining with every article, but I'm like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
What
The
are they doing?
redefinition, though,
This is the-
it's difficult to
But
redefine.
it's
The first time I
things,
hear
you know?
about it.
No, but you know what I mean.
It's blobby,
there are
It's
people-
hard to grab.
And for me, I'm like, but there are people that are doing work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There are
But they ain't
people that are doing
redefining shit,
work.
though. That's the thing.
They're doing work.
They're not redefining.
Yeah,
They're just
redefining
doing
shit,
work,
bro,
Yeah, they're not
They're
redefining.
defining the basic bitches.
Oh my god.
But it's just frustrating. But I look at it now from the outside. I've completely disconnected myself from like trying to be within that world. You know what I mean? And I look at it from the outside. It's still as frustrating, but I haven't had a first-hand experience since the last podcast. Since the last podcast,
You've been pure, sir.
I've been very very pure. I've been untainted by those kind of things. But yeah, I mean, in terms of, for me, Riyadh Fashion Week came and went. Congratulations to the brands, but some of the brands, I'll see you next Fashion Week.
Yeah.
And that's
we
a
forgot.
frustrating thing for me. And again, I have no strong opinion on Fashion Week. I have opinions on a couple of things that are in it, like Art of Heritage, Vivian Westwood, Killed
that
it.
one just
Killed
killed it every single
Killed
way.
it. But, the women's wear, always killing it.
Always.
And I think a lot of the women's wear, they understood that they created their success outside of the framework. So this is an extra for them.
It's not what they're basing their.
Like Shahad Shahel, she's been successful way before the Fashion Week.
She didn't even need to do this.
She doesn't need to be involved in anything
Yeah.
because
Riyadh
of
Fashion Week
the-
is lucky to actually have her. It's not all the way
exactly.
around.
Riyadh Fashion Week needs her.
Yeah.
So people like that where they've the menswear should look to them as an example. To be honest,
I'm not gonna lie to you. The menswear was pure trash this year. Like seriously, trash.
I
There's-
haven't.
Maybe I will tell you like there's like 5-6 pieces that I was like, okay, this is nice,
They'll never release those.
and the rest of it was just I don't know why did you even participate. I thought it was like yo hey that's like a little brother. Oh, خذ معك.
Yeah,
That's exactly how it felt like.
But, but here's the thing, Adi, you don't get it. They're not redefining the industry. They're industrializing redefinition.
Industrializing
You know what?
redefinitions.
You know what? He's been thinking about that for like 10 minutes.
That's why he was
I
quiet
know,
the whole
I know.
time.
So I'm cooking.
He's been trying to find it.
But wait, how do I put it together?
That was a good one. Respect.
Thank you.
All right, next one was what was it? It was along the same line. When will we see Galag at Riyadh Fashion Week? Can I tell you one?
When hell freezes over.
No. I can tell you. See, I was gonna tell you next year, but next year around this time you're gonna have your movie coming out. So there's no way you can squeeze yourself like that. But the year after, year 2, in 2 years from now, I expect to see you there.
I'll tell you personally, like when it'll be not feasible and worth it for me. Once my entire production pipeline is very structured, my deadlines are done, and I'm able to release seasons in time, and I can create, for example, summer 27, by the time summer 26 shows up, by the time that I'm able to do that, then I can even start thinking about doing a runway show.
Okay. See,
I'm telling you like realistically.
that's from you. Yes, that's
me.
from you. But the way I look at it also, the Riyadh Fashion Week happens in October. Okay? And it only happens once a year.
Yeah.
We don't have 2 fashion weeks
Yeah,
a
no,
year.
I'm not talking about like in terms of 2 fashion weeks. I'm talking about when I have the collection done a year in advance.
Okay, let's say the collection is done. You're going to release what, the summer?
What?
Because it's in October.
Let's say October 27.
Yes.
You have
October
summer
27.
28
Like,
ready.
October 27. I know, probably fall, winter 28.
Fall to winter 28, even beyond that.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
a year ahead.
Yeah. I think that is the only way I can even consider, because you have to get the buyers to look for next year.
Mm.
You know, maybe next season. But yeah, for summer 26, I should have had buyers from last summer.
Mm. From 25.
Yeah. So I think that's the only way where it doesn't hinder my timelines.
Mm.
Speaking of summer, you've been killing it in summer. The last 2 years, all your summer collections have been really, really good.
We didn't do a summer this year.
Didn't you push it? Oh, no. Okay, I have the pictures. My bad. I
Yeah.
thought it was coming out already.
No. So the reason why we didn't drop a summer is that we're moving our fulfillment to Saudi. So things are taking a bit longer. So we had it go with the fall collection, inshallah. So it's going to be a bigger fall
Because
collection.
your fall winter collection, I always love them because you always come out with amazing jackets like the one we're wearing right now.
Mm.
You always come out
Facts.
with really, really good shit. I always love your jackets.
This is part of the summer, by the way.
But it's not our summer. Especially you live in Jeddah, okay? You don't even have a winter.
Long sleeve does not work in Jeddah. It's
Exactly.
Jeddah summer.
We have
sir.
ACs.
Yeah.
I called him like the way it's cold. He's like, how cold? I need you to be specific.
Yeah, 'cause I need to know what I'm gonna. Am I
Quail
gonna
it,
wear a
quail-
jacket? Or I'm gonna wear.
Quail it, not cold, quail it.
No, but here it's like dry cold, so you need to be prepared.
But you found a way. Like before, I told you, like your winter, fall, winter, I always loved it because I love layering. So when you give me all those options, I always love that. And I was never a big fan of any summer collection. Not any, but
Yeah.
you know, I wasn't really a huge fan of it. But you found a great medium ground. You found a way to sneak in a bunch of shirts that I had to buy. I had no other choice.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't get it in the summer, I will never get it again.
Because it's so we look at kind of summer and winter sort of differently. Winter for us is when we go crazy with like trying something new, trying something a bit out there. Like we still keep it wearable, but you know, for example, multi-fabric jackets, multi-fabric pants, like those kind of things. With summer, we keep it very simple and it's more fun and graphics heavy.
Mm.
And colorful.
Yeah, and more colorful. Where winter, we're very like muted
A bit
tones.
experimental in a
Yeah,
sense.
but muted tones. Like even if we're going experimental, the colors have to be very kind of muted for it to have that balance.
Mm.
Are you still doing your F1 drops also?
Yeah, we did one last year.
Yeah, I remember last
Yeah,
year.
Yeah, well, officially not F1. F1's copyrighted. It's the Grand Prix.
It's the Grand Prix, my bad, yes.
Yeah.
Vroom, vroom.
It's the Galag GP.
It's the
Galag GP.
It's the
Galag
GP,
GP is
yes.
a great fucking name,
Yes.
honestly.
That's literally the name of it.
Yeah, we can't officially we
Copyright,
can't do it.
things.
Yeah, we just release it around the same time.
Look at lawyers.
Oh,
Lawyers be
what?
lawyering.
You guys also have a car race? What a coinkydink.
We have a fictional car race that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Another question. So I've noticed like the last, I think 2 years, you've been doing a lot of drops with denim, different materials for pants and so on. You moving away from athleisure, or not moving away,
From like sweatpants and
from sweatpants,
t-shirts.
so on. Exactly. Like, was that?
Well, we never really did sweatpants.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would never.
You're always very denim heavy.
Exactly.
We were canvas.
They were canvas. Yes.
Canvas. So with the denim, it's sort of we found a good source, someone to source it from, and it's affordable, and we found a good one. So we're trying. Honestly, it's just evolving. At the end of the day, dude, we're getting older. We need clothes for ourselves. We can't do the
Sweats and shorts all day, Shamsi.
Pink polo shirts anymore.
No, we can't do those things. And in terms of, you have to create things, because at the beginning, I still love what we created, but sometimes I wanted something more relaxed, kind of a little more elevated in terms of like something a little more classic. But I realized I didn't have any Galag things that I can wear. For example, this is very simple. It just has a few things here, and I can wear it in a very chilled environment. So it honestly came from that. And then with different kind of playing with multi-fabrics, it's sort of like, okay, we have this pattern. How can we do something a bit crazy with it? Because how can we experiment? How can we add something new for our customer?
Yeah.
Or just like something interesting for the customer to kind of find, where they always expect something that's different. And that's the fun part with us. Is like, how can we, like last fall, we basically, we really thought like we were talking like, how are we going to top that? That was like pretty, great for us in terms of creatively.
And
like,
you wear what you
fulfillment.
create also.
Yeah.
That brings up more value, because you know that I only want to wear my brand.
Yeah.
So what does my brand need for me to wear?
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, how are we going to elevate it? And then we just find a way to do it. Just in terms of creatively for us. I'm not saying like every time we're gonna create something higher and whatever higher level. No, it's just like elevating in terms of our thinking on what we're designing, how we put things together. And having a cohesiveness in the collection where you can, not everything is matchy, but.
Comes from the theme
But you can mix and match with everything that we have. We try to keep it that way.
Do you think everybody moved away from athleisure?
Not in Riyadh.
Of course not, Riyadh. Because that's the only thing that worked for them. It was the cheapest thing. A hoodie I make it for 50, I saw it for 300.
And sweatshirt. It's the giving movement vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that's the brand that really fell off.
Okay. I don't know. Like maybe, but in terms of
they focus more on manufacturing.
I
than
think
actually
also
creating
people, I think people
you
just
mean
started.
brand المطارات?
Yeah.
Yes.
They no longer promote as much. Also.
Yeah. I think people just like wanted to try different things. To be honest, like you look at people now going for pleated pants, people going for that kind of thing. It's just like people stopped trying to dress the same, and everyone's trying to figure their own kind of style. I think
Finally.
because also, you look at TikTok, you look at all these, and look at these kind of like
Youngins.
not young, it's just people. It's like every week. This is why this sneaker fell off, and I'm like, this is why you should not buy this sneaker, because no one is buying these sneakers, or like this style, or like for example, baggy jeans are out, skinny jeans are. I'm like, who? Like, just wear whatever you want, as long as you're
comfortable in
it. You're comfortable in it. You can style yourself in it. You feel good in it. It doesn't matter what TikTok and these things say. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what these like fashion guys, the people that, they're above it all.
A lot of people who call themselves tastemakers, but all their taste is coming out of TikTok.
It's just weird. It's you know what? It's something, and also with movies, is like where everything is performative. I have to show that my taste is
evolved.
the best. No, is the best. I know what I'm because like I'm ungatekeeping this brand that you don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what I mean?
No, gatekeep it.
Yeah, gatekeep it. I don't
No,
listen.
Adil, I'm teaching you. You pleb. Don't you know this?
But it is,
You pleb.
it's the same thing with movies. Like, are you any of you on Letterboxd?
No.
No.
I love seeing those reviews that think they're Roger Ebert.
Yeah, but you know Letterboxd. Right?
Yes, of course.
I have a bunch
So
of people that post
Yes.
that post their letterbox on an almost weekly basis.
So, for people that don't know, Letterboxd is social media for movie lovers.
Yes.
So you get to, when you watch a movie, you get to log, I watched this movie.
you get to review it.
And you
get
can
to
review it. You can say you liked it. You can say you've seen it.
see what
and
other
it can have
people
a
are
watch
watching.
list. And
Yeah.
but people now like are so performative with like a lot of people like. I think the thing is first of all, it's they curate their top movies to show like this is my taste, and
Tasteful
then
man.
and then the reviews they try to. It's like an Instagram caption where you try to be clever with your review.
Witty.
Yeah, you try to be witty
Yeah.
and just not being straightforward. They have to create this thing. I'm like, just do you like it? Yes. Say why you liked it. But they have to create, very and they spend a lot of time like really going with it. And it's just like
They want you to know that they're movie buffs.
They want you to know that they're tasteful, Galag.
Yes.
But it's weird. It's weird for me. Watch a movie, you like it, you like it. It's a subjective medium.
exactly.
There's nothing, you can comment if something is well made or not. That's a different.
Have you seen the last Transformers? I can give you an update on the last Transformers.
No, but you
Which one? No, there's the
the
latest-
animal ones.
Oh no, not the animal.
No, but
The primal.
No, not that one. This, but no, it's and you see it a lot with like, with movies and social media talking about movies. Like everything is a hot take. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this movie had this play. This movie is trash. It's either amazing or trash. There's nothing I like. You can't just say, oh, I like that movie. Like you can recognize it has problems, but you can like a movie that has problems. But it's either amazing or trash or overrated or underrated. I'm like, just watch and enjoy.
See, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to talk more about what's happening locally, is because I'll have to give my opinion as I did. But people are going to hear, if I say it's trash, then people might think it's actually trash. No, it's trash for me.
And
And keep in mind, Adil thinks 80% of things are trash.
Yes.
So yeah, that's not an
Including
objective
the
measure.
person who's talking right now.
Thank you. This wonderful being, he believes is trash.
80%
So,
of things are trash.
but you know what? It's someone's experience. Like recently, I mean, what was the big Game of Thrones? Biggest show on earth. It had pop culture in it, chokehold. Everyone was in it. They didn't stick the landing. That's
they really didn't stick the landing.
having
Understatement.
Yeah, no. But who talks about it now?
No, it's like nobody. It's like it never existed.
But here's the thing.
Before it was better than Breaking Bad.
Here's the thing. No, but Game of Thrones changed the landscape of TV.
True.
No one can doubt that. House of the Dragon is fantastic. I love that show.
I also
Yeah.
enjoy it
But-
a lot,
But the thing is, with
and I can't wait for the new one, the night one.
Yeah, that looks fun. But you look at
Other than House of Dragon.
oh no, so going back to Game of Thrones. We've had our experience with it over 10 years, right?
Mm.
So recently someone I know has never watched it, binged all 8 seasons. So I asked him, I didn't tell him anything. I asked him, so what did you think? He's like, I loved it. I'm like, what do you think about the ending? He's like, made sense. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Here's a couple of things from that I realized.
Someone in a vacuum.
Because also we've had the experience of theorizing, living with it. We believe this, we believe that.
Forums, all of that.
Yeah,
You
all
were-
of these things. We
you
were
were very
so
invested
in
in
it.
it.
We were so in it, creating these theories. This is going to happen. This is the Night King. Who's going to kill him? And all that. So when we created that in our head, and it didn't live up to it, or it was something different. Listen, the last season was completely rushed. There is no doubt about it.
And they cut down a lot of the story, and then they just,
It's besides the point. But like I've realized, I'm like, cool, because we've had that experience. But having said that, I look at Game of Thrones now. Like I've been on a Game of Thrones thing for the past like week. I've been on it, but I haven't been like watching them. But I've been watching kind of like
Clips.
the back lore and all that. Like sort of. The
Oh,
things.
you need a Shamsi in your life.
No.
Because that's
I'll
what
watch that.
Because that's what I did. Like when I started watching it, because I watched it when the last season was about to come out.
Yeah.
I binged the same thing, and he was my reference because he read all the books before even like the second season came out.
Twice.
But here's the thing. I loved it when the show went beyond the books because people like him can't say, "Oh, I knew what
No,
happened."
fuck it.
'cause
I
read the
hated
books."
that shit. I
Because
hated
now
that
people,
shit.
because people keep saying,
because
"Oh, I read the books."
Because that's when it started going off the rails.
Exactly. Because when there was a lot of things that didn't make sense to me, but when I talked to Shams said, "Okay, listen, in the whole book,
That
this is
doesn't
what's
happen.
supposed to happen."
Yeah, but here's the thing.
They had to dumb it down.
It's not no first until the last two
they
seasons they did really
adapted.
well.
I would disagree.
Adaptation is different.
True.
To you can't adapt that book.
And they were
You can't adapt that.
No,
entire
but listen, they did a really good job with the first 4 seasons because they
I'd
had
say
very
five. I'd
solid.
say five
Yeah,
as well.
for me, 5 is when it started a little bit getting
Exactly.
shaky because that's when the source material started.
Yeah,
running
that's fine. I know, I
know?
agree. But my point is that I look back at that time. It's like I miss
out, having
when
that
that
kind of
show
thing. Yeah,
was
When
out.
everybody was on their toes,
When
ready for
every- we talk
everybody
about-
was on it, and it was just like this thing that every Monday just shut off my phone, and I'm watching it with my brother, and we're just like waiting till the next week, what's gonna happen, and all these things, all these theories.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
So it takes, but I have to really think to get back to appreciate what that movie did, because what that show did. Because now, even till now, people still compare shows to Game of Thrones. Because any show that kills any character, oh, it's like Game of Thrones.
Or
Yeah.
Any
plot
show that has
twist.
like that dark fantasy kind of political thing, oh, it's very Game of Thrones ish. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. Dude, whatever you say about the ending, that
It still
show
redefined genres.
set the benchmark.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and
It's part of the
looking at
legacy
it,
now.
but looking at it, like that journey I had with that show is amazing. So now I look at it, I'm like, okay, because I really got angry at that at how it ended. You know, like everybody, it's like, what the hell is this? But now when I look at it, I'm like, that is really cool. And then now I look at like the lore and how the things. There's a whole thing with like the time after like House of the Dragon until
Like there's a whole
like that.
300-year history that's
Like the
guy
whole thing with
wrote.
Jenny of Old Stones,
Yeah.
like that whole song that they played, and you read into it, you're like, man, this story is insane. Like, there's so much they can go into in this world, and it can be all their little vignettes within it. Yeah, I don't think we're done with Game of Thrones.
No, we're
Definitely.
definitely
And I
not.
see, but I see this now. Have you seen Welcome to Derry?
I've seen
It's
trailers.
it's
of it.
prequel. It's so much fun.
I
But
heard
I've-
good things.
But I've been seeing people are setting really crazy expectations for Pennywise, because I've been seeing a lot of people come up as like, "Oh, this is Pennywise at his prime. He's not. There's no plot armor with the kids are gonna find him, and we're gonna see him at. He's gonna completely destroy this whole blah blah blah." blah. I'm like, guys, just watch the show.
breathe.
Just
Breathe.
watch the show. Yes, Pennywise, we're gonna see him go crazy, and the first couple of episodes was pretty
Interesting.
No,
the
see, but-
stuff that Pennywise has been doing to that town is pretty brutal. You know what I mean? Like it's not but that's the thing. It's become this whole idea where we have to set these hikes, but we have to give our take. You can't just sit back and enjoy.
You can't be a normie.
And
But who kicked that off? Lost. Lost was the ones who kicked all this
Lost
off.
it did, yeah.
Yeah, and then dropped the ball in the ending, and everybody really got angry.
But I still look
Here's
back
the thing
at
about
Lost.
Lost.
and
By the way, I looked
I
into
love
it.
that show.
But I
and I
looked
still
into
look
it.
back at it, and I'm like, I love like the journey that the show took me on.
Yes, but here's the thing. What people don't know is that, I mean, it's out there. The original creators had a 3-season arc.
Yes.
They were forced to go more.
And they didn't know what they were doing at
No,
some
no,
point.
Yeah, no. They didn't. After the 3rd season, they had this whole thing. But after the 2nd season, they told them, "Oh no, you're going beyond the 3rd season.
You're gonna make us money.
Yeah, so they kept going, and
And honestly, even the last season, I don't hate it as much as people do. 'cause
I don't hate it. I just don't think it's
It's not cohesive.
it doesn't
It didn't make sense,
answer it answered certain questions. It answered what happened to them at the end, like after they all died, but it doesn't answer
It made a lot
the
of things.
whole
just
the
magic.
whole island. You
Yeah.
know? It's just this weird magic.
Yeah, it's
you
just
know what I
magic.
mean?
It
It's
made a lot
I
of
just-
things
think other than I don't know. I think Breaking Bad was the best at ending the show.
only-
Yeah.
I hear Saul as well. Better Call
Better
Saul
Call
has
Saul.
that
Yeah.
same.
But it's like, but
run.
that's the thing.
They're
also.
all-
But the way they tied everything together
Yeah.
so neatly that when it ended, it really ended for you as
Yeah.
a viewer also.
and it ended on a high, on a peak that
For sure.
Yeah.
you know.
For sure. And that's the thing. But like, even something like Game of Thrones, it's just I miss that journey with it. And I love that. Every time I hear the music, any sort of motif from that soundtrack, I'm like, oh man, that's fun. I miss that time. So but now it's just like, oh, we should all hate Game of, and now I look at videos, there's always video essays. Why season 2 of this is a mess. Like, what is a mess? Just enjoy it. Like, yeah, it might have some issues, but damn it, it's a good show.
Have you watched any of the Star Wars shows?
So Andor, I heard is great.
Andor
I
is
couldn't get into
incredibly good.
I couldn't get into it because for me, Star Wars is space wizards and laser swords. I can't get into the, I could not
that.
I could not care less about the political stuff. And
Have
you know,
seen-
give me Anakin Skywalker with the whole younglings slaughtering like the whole Jedi temple. Like I'll
And
go
we
with
keep
that.
it moving.
Have you seen the original movies?
I've seen all the movies.
You've seen all the movies.
My favorite movie, and I will die on that hill. The best Star Wars movie is Episode 3. Revenge
Agreed.
of the Sith.
Agreed. No, agreed. No,
It
no
is
doubt.
the
No
be-
doubt.
That
No doubt.
when Anakin turns until the ending, nothing in Star Wars
Untouchable.
gets better
Yeah,
than
fair.
that.
I don't-
For me, from the shows, I enjoyed Ahsoka because I
Okay.
watched the Clone Wars and I like the whole thing.
Ahsoka was
And
decent.
and I love because they're getting to Jedi lore.
Hmm.
For me, that's what's interesting. I don't care about the political. We see it in
But see,
CNN. I don't need
that's the
to
point.
see that.
That's
you
the
know?
point. I think it's
There's
very,
so many parallels that I don't want to. I want like space wizards.
I mean,
No,
Star
but
Wars.
there's very few like properties where you can expand on it like you can in Game of Thrones, like you can in
Star
Lord of the
Wars.
Rings, like you can in Star Wars.
You know what? I feel like they could have expanded, and they're still not the Matrix.
They could have.
Man,
They could have.
That would have been
Man.
Animatrix.
They're doing a fifth one, which not with the original directors. They
And
messed up the last.
that's
one.
when you lose it.
No, but here's the thing. Wow, didn't you see what the original director did for the Resurrections?
Resurrections.
You mean the fourth one?
The fourth
I
one.
remember
The fourth
Resurrection wasn't like that great.
No, it was
But it was
more
better
of
than
a-
the second one.
No,
The
No,
fourth one?
no.
I just-
no.
I
Here's-
thought the second one
no,
was terrible.
no, the fourth one. I watched the fourth one again.
I think.
Watch the fourth one.
Okay, fair. I watched it on airplane.
Even the fight, the choreography is like so bad in that one.
The fourth one is.
It's let me be. Here's the thing: they spell it out. Even they were meta. The guy that plays Agent Smith, he's like, Warner Brothers wants to reboot the Matrix, and they think they can do it without us. And I'm like, so what the director did? The director basically made a movie so bad
It killed
that
the franchise.
it killed the franchise.
This is
But
the
Warner
fourth one?
Brothers is like, no, we're making a fifth one without you.
It's one
What
of,
can?
Hey.
one of my favorite movie going experiences.
Ente, you love when directors hate their audience.
Exactly.
Like no,
Like-
I paid
Joker
money.
2.
let me finish. I went there as somebody who saw all the movies and into the lore, seen the Animatrix. I am
Yeah.
familiar with everything because
Yeah.
I am autistic and a nerd.
Have you played the Matrix online?
Animatrix is great, by
No,
the way.
but
I
I
love
see-
that
I've seen
Animatrix.
the-
I played the Matrix online when it came out.
But I went there
That's
with
back in the day.
Yeah, that was 2005.
That was just you and him.
No, there was a lot of people by the way playing it.
I went there with a buddy who has never seen anything related to the Matrix, and his first experience was with the Matrix Resurrection.
No,
That's a
and
really
it's
bad.
just
That's
like-
awful.
Seeing him lose his mind, like, what the fuck is happening? Who are these people? Why are they talking? Why is there 45 minutes of a therapy scene? I don't get it.
People forget that when the Matrix came out, I remember
Game changing.
there was no social media.
But also, like what they did with Enter the Matrix, how it was another story, and dude, that game was janky as hell.
Yeah, it was very
But
funky.
PS2.
I loved it. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Path of Neo was the worst, but I loved it because it's just like that world gives
The story
you
is so good.
much. But it's like it gives you but the kung fu, the fighting,
Yes.
the action, it's
But
so much
I
fun.
think the point I wanted to make was even when you look at the terrible, let's say, examples of the Star Wars shows, and for me, then the Acolyte was really bad. You know,
Here's the thing.
Obi-Wan was so mid, but I still went to watch it.
Obi-Wan, I'll tell you Obi-Wan.
Because I'm a
Obi-Wan,
fan of the property.
But Obi-Wan, if they gave me the first two episodes and the last episode,
The last episode.
Focus on Obi-Wan and Anakin.
And Darth Vader.
The whole little Leia thing did not matter to me, but that last fight, come on, man.
Yeah, that was one of the
When he
best Star
sees
Wars
him and
scenes
it's
for
like
me. You know,
apologizing to him. I'm
but
like,
the rest of the show was such
no,
a
for
downer.
sure. You know,
But-
but there's a guy that takes the shows and edits them and removes all the film.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he does
Okay,
that and
tell me
gives you the
about that.
story.
I think-
I'll send it to you.
To my point, I think Star Wars is one of those examples of a franchise that gets quote unquote re-examined, because I think we remember the prequels when they came out, people shat on those prequels. They
The
hated them.
prequels, I loved them when they came out.
I didn't mind them. I didn't get the
No,
I
but
didn't-
here's the thing. The prequels, and they all came. They had a coherent thing. But the new sequels, the Force Awakens,
I
all
hated
these things,
those.
Yeah.
they never had a plan.
exactly.
hated
Which
those
is
new
my point
sequels.
is that those prequels now, with hindsight being 2020, they're being reevaluated. I'm like, yeah, maybe we're too hard.
No,
on
the
those
sequels, no, because
prequels. The prequels.
the prequels. No. People that grew up with them. Have you not seen Hayden Christensen's reception whenever he comes out?
Yeah, people love them.
That
They're nostalgic.
sequence, but that sequence when they did the live action version of the Clone Wars in that like memory sequence, people were freaking out.
But
But no,
it's-
but they also know that they like him. They want him to get another chance.
Yeah,
Because-
because there's still that leftover cringe of I hate sand. Why? Because it's so scratchy.
But it's
He actually said it. That's a line in the movie,
but
you know?
here's the funny part. It's like
It's not nice.
they know it's into it. But at the end of the day, they had one cringy dialogue.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fine.
endearing.
That, for me, I like about re-examining Star Wars. Star Wars has the capacity to be examined. Like you can do a completely political Star Wars show,
Yeah, I
without
mean,
any
Andor I'm gonna
lightsabers,
watch.
without any lightsabers, and make it good. Make it actually.
Andor is really good, and
you know,
I'm gonna try to get into it, but
Mandalorian is so good that it launched off, span off. It has its own
everything.
movie coming out now.
everything, yeah,
I had a problem with the Mandalorian season 3 specifically
because it was different. It was
Because they
Boba
wa-
Fett.
because they wanted me to do homework.
You go
Oh,
watch
yeah.
that show and
Yeah,
come back.
yeah, that's bullshit. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
defeats the purpose of that
It's called
show.
the universe.
So, but it's that's the thing. Also, it's there's certain properties that do, and not necessarily the way like Star Wars or Marvel does it now, but like there's certain properties that give the audience or the consumer, they have to look for the story.
Mm.
The story will not come for them. I mean,
Like
they-
the Lord of the Rings show, for
no,
example.
no, the Lord of the Rings show is horrible. How can a
Exactly. You had to
billion
look for the story. Like, what the fuck is going
No,
on?
I'm
guys? I don't
talking
know what's
about like
going
I'm
on
talking
here.
about, for example, like like Elden Ring.
Yeah.
What about it?
Like Elden Ring does not give you the story.
Oh, you have to look for it.
Mm.
It'd
Like
be very-
Elden Ring, literally, if you play and
Fetish
just
yourself.
fight,
Where is that?
no,
Off
and
there.
you fight, it doesn't tell you where to go.
Mm.
And where you fight like all the bosses and you end the game, there's 50% of the game
You don't
is
even know
missable.
about. Yeah.
Like there's or maybe 60.
I'd say 60.
And there's what I love about it is that they respect the gamers or they respect their audience so much that they're like, they will find the story. They will find all the hidden secret walls. And there's certain ways to get certain weapons that you read that really does not make sense as a level design. You're like, no, this is not meant to be, but that's how they want it. The environmental design, you're looking around, it's like, oh, this is connects to this. This is why that's there.
Yeah,
this
you
is
see,
why
you see a
this.
piece of an item somewhere that's placed in a certain way.
And the stories are all in the item descriptions. It gives you like a little hint. So
Mm.
people are piecing them together. And for me, that was just mind blowing. And of course, there's a couple of videos. There's one guy, Vati, yeah. Vati puts it all together. And it's just like the story is so good.
So much
Yeah,
going on.
I-
here.
I remember-
so
for
much
for
going
the
on.
discerning player who actually cares
Yeah.
about
And
getting
the
most
fact
out of
that
this.
players do. Okay, so this is not a spoiler. Do you do the Saint Trina?
yes.
So
Of course he did.
So there's this character that you basically you go up to her or it. What is it?
It's in it.
Or
Yeah.
she.
So you go up you go up to it and you basically press the button and it says you have to drink this nectar. You drink the nectar, it kills you. You reload to the save point. You have to do that 6 times.
6 or 5 times, I think.
Yeah, it's 5 times and then she speaks to you.
Look, this guy's a dumbass. Let me like,
No, she speaks. No, but she speaks to you.
Yo, you got a dub, my guy.
Yeah, no, but
Okay.
she speaks to you, and then you have to die again, and then she continues the dialogue. But it's like who
How elaborate.
sat there
Yeah.
and thought I need to do this?
That's actually really clever.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And the secret walls and how they
Yeah.
jump.
That's rewarding your patience.
It's
as a
but
player.
they've conditioned them so much to think about all this, to be intuitive about it. That's what I loved about it. It's like every corner there could be some. They reward
But that is
exploration.
unique level design. That is unique production.
They've replicated that feeling of just playing something and just gossiping about it with your friends at school. Like, hey, have you heard if I do
Did you
this
find
thing?
this?
Did you find that? Did you find that?
this?
Actually, if you do this thing and that place and I don't know, like
It's
five
not,
times.
it's not holding your hand, basically. It's,
Not at
it's
all. It
allowing
doesn't
you-
give you. It doesn't give you waypoints. Like it doesn't tell you go there. It doesn't tell you go this. It does. Even the NPCs that you get missions from, it doesn't tell you where they are.
You just walk around and you find shit.
You just have to kind of. Basically you have to explore.
I actually want to play this game already.
It's I
That's
never.
quite
I'll-
honest.
I'll-
Talk
you-
about selling this
you
fucking
No,
game,
you
guys.
have to. You
I'll,
have
I'll
to.
never
It is so
forget
much
the
fun.
experience that you get like when you started texting me. I'm like, "Ah, I hate this game. It's kind of jank. I'm not enjoying it. And it was like I kept to keep
Stick
at
to
it,
it, yeah.
keep at it. And then the next maybe next week or something out of that, you send me just a screenshot of your
90
90
hours in.
on your game file or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I think it checked out.
Yeah, I think you got it. But that's the thing. It's like it's you get these things like from games and it's just like it's the way it's immersive. You know, it's and but I give that game specifically because it's the way it respects its audience. And I think that's something that we're kind
It
of
doesn't
missing.
care whether you like it or not. It's just there.
It's gonna give you, and it knows it has a good story. It knows it has it just asks for you to discover it.
Nice.
If y'all wonder why I was quiet for the last 20 minutes, there's level to this autism.
What I can't reach.
Oh, you're watching.
I'm looking at the camera like, y'all see this? Like, I can't even, y'all see this?
The nerdery.
This is very surface level autism.
This is
trust me.
very surface level, dude. I can do a
Sorry.
full 3-hour podcast just about gaming.
That's different because you're an athlete. You're gaming, now you're an athlete.
Dude, I remember like I asked you to ask your brother for the concert. Dude, dude, with gaming, it's
It's a whole world, bro.
it's a world. But
a
also for me,
whole
like I'm not
world.
into
Sorry.
Don't.
Sorry.
I'm not into like I'm not into like the competitive part of it. You know, I
Same
like
here.
Same here.
I like when it's like immersive story. I can get into it, switch the light off, and I can just
Exactly.
have this whole story and experience the whole thing. For
I
me,
replayed Cyberpunk a good like 6 times now.
you're replaying a game when I'm telling you to play a new game.
That game you asking me to play, I don't have the bandwidth for that game.
Well, if you can play Cyberpunk, you can play that game.
No, Cyberpunk is not, it's not online.
Even that one, you can play it.
Yeah, you can play it offline, but that game.
It's
Spoilers,
fun. It's fun.
He's trying to get you to play Elden Ring.
I know. He's been trying for like 2 years
I know
now.
what you're about,
And
dude.
as-
Yalla. We'll jump into
No,
the autism
as-
pond together.
As a friend, as a person who loves,
listen,
loves
I'm-
your Adil, that game will give you an aneurysm. Of
Yeah.
No,
frustration.
I don't think
Okay, oh,
Is it a PS4 or
You know what
PS5
I
game?
wanted? I wanted to see him fight the bosses. I wanted to see him fight the first 3 Sentinel.
Yeah,
But
I am competitive. If I die 9,000 times, 9,000
I'm
is going to be my
gonna get
win.
him, but-
Yeah, that's me.
But no, like I have like 3 hours on Elden Ring. Like now I have an hour and 50 on Night Rain,
yeah. It's again, it depends on the type. Of
and
thing
I've been
that
out
you're
for 5 weeks.
I don't even know
in.
what that is.
See, you were out not by choice.
Yeah, not by
You're
I had
making a
work to do.
movie.
I had work to do. Yeah, no, I was thinking like, should I come back and play? an hour?
Literally
Like,
work to do.
I couldn't. But yeah, you were saying?
Say, I'm going to ask you, this is from Sauce of Mango.
Okay.
He sent in a question. He was like, say a duck gives you a finger and flies off. How much effort would you invest in chasing it?
None.
Chansey?
Why? Okay, first of all, ducks don't have fingers. Okay, so okay, so fuck this question.
Again, you see that book over there? He wrote that book. Okay, so it's Sauce of Mango. He has a duck somewhere.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see the
There's
duck.
always a duck.
I see the duck.
Yeah, that's his book.
Okay.
So what's the question? If the duck gives me a finger,
If a duck gives you the middle finger or flies off, how much effort would you invest into chasing it?
very little. Fuck,
Very
that, fuck
little.
that duck.
Very little.
Fuck that duck and fuck its non-existent finger. Okay.
Quite frankly,
Ain't nobody got time for that duck.
quite frankly, I don't give a duck.
You
خلص الأسئلة؟
Okay.
Yes, we're done.
Yeah, they
We're
see
done.
that. That's
Sure.
yeah.
let me see the questions.
That's
No.
that's
I
the
wanna see.
That's the
Some
sign
of
of
them-
us signing off. basically.
Some of them. You want me to read some of them?
Yeah. Let's read some of them. Let's see what's.
8 years later, and still the same people and group making movies. Why?
Why? Indeed.
You can't answer that question.
I can.
Yes, but I know you can, but I don't want you to.
Okay. Not yet.
Not yet, exactly.
yeah.
Not yet. We had a conversation this morning. I was like, hey, see that? I need to put it aside for a minute. And this is one of those moments. Yes. Yeah, hold your tongue right there.
Yeah.
Yes, y'all.
Someone said, talk about Vogue's article. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? It is for us as men. Having a boyfriend is
Very embarrassing.
Very
very
embarrassing.
And
haram.
Yeah, it's inappropriate.
It's kind of gay.
You know, just kind of.
It's kind of gay.
Just kind of.
Kind of gay.
A little bit.
Penis.
What are your thoughts on Saudi streetwear? Is it dying? We'll discuss that already.
Evolving.
Thank you, Galag, for keeping the podcast going.
You're welcome.
I wish I could say the same.
Hey, hail Supreme Leader.
Yeah. It's two hands. That's how
Don't
powerful you
do
are.
It's communism, sir. It's communism.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calma.
This is how we greet Mao.
Let me see where else. Galag is bigger in Jeddah. Pause. But yes, yes.
I can testify to that.
That
Galag
got me
is
for
bigger
some
in
reason.
Jeddah. Yeah.
I mean, alhamdulillah, to be honest, alhamdulillah, sales both Riyadh and Jeddah have been great. So.
Alhamdulillah.
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 At one moment, I remember that Riyadh was like killing it here compared to Jeddah.
Yeah. I mean, Jeddah in general, like, it's kind of the sales really temp, but now it's back up. Like for all brands, not only.
Most of it we
for
covered.
Yeah.
Most of it we covered, yeah.
I mean, you know, we haven't ranted this.
Because we're better people.
We've evolved.
See, that's what happens when we're away from bullshit, and we're not allowed to go to the bullshit. we can.
No, but
we have
honestly,
things to do.
like that's.
Were you invited?
Me? Yes. Me and him got invited to bullshit.
But you know,
I got invited 3 times. I was like, I'm not going.
But again, that goes back to you putting your energy on yourself rather than focusing on the noise outside.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
it's
And it's
you have
paying
to.
off.
Alhamdulillah.
Homie made a movie.
If I made him, I decided to focus. Listen, I decided to focus on Galag, and I made a movie.
It just happened. I fell on a camera. I pressed play.
It just happened, you know. It's like it's a lot, and I can't wait for people to see it. To be honest,
And
It's
we
a lot
can't
of
wait
fun.
to fucking see it. Honestly, like the amount of times I keep hearing them talk about the script and all that stuff. I'm happy that I'll be able to walk into it with zero expectation of what's gonna happen. You know,
That's good. That's good.
and that's for me. I love like walking into stuff like that.
Next time I'm gonna have that for him.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. No more pointers from you
No.
anymore.
No.
Listen, I send him a script. He sends me back like double the pages. Just basically for.
I just asked for one.
No,
opinion.
you know what he does? This is frustrating. At least put him in bullet points. No, he annotates the script with like little notes, so I have to click on it for it to open up.
أخذلك.
Hey.
You give him tasks to do also.
يلفكك قاعد يقول لك هو يلفكك basically, but he's saying it in a nice way.
I am detail oriented.
Detail oriented.
Detail.
You're
You are a retard.
He's anal.
Yeah.
Anal retentive.
Yeah.
And please, if you cannot pronounce a word,
I shall try harder, sir.
don't try to say
I'll
it.
try harder, sir.
Like
Yeah.
I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm seeing you say, I called him. Did he say that word? Like, what word did he say then?
It's cash,
Bro,
not cash.
the amount of times that I got calls because of him is ridiculous, man.
Once again, a sign of my elevated vocabulary. The fact that I get new
Vocabulary,
words.
more vocabulary.
Exactly. I say it in the French way, you dick.
You're not French.
You know, no, but again, it's a sign of me reading words and not hearing them said out loud. So,
Oh my
I mean,
God.
speaking of French, Expedition 33.
I finished it. Of course.
He
Expedition
needs to play.
He will.
33.
I saw my brother playing it for like 2 hours. I was like, yo, I'm good. He's so dedicated to that.
Just download it. It's
I know.
single player.
It's like when I watch my brother, because my brother's really good at playing these games.
Here's what annoys me. I tell him, oh, this game is good. Play it. He has to call Assam.
Yes.
Double check.
Which will tell him. Yeah, it's
No,
the,
No, Assam is playing it at the time.
Yes, yeah.
He's
He's
like,
the same second.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Galag just called me, told me about this game. He's like, yeah, I'm playing it right now. It's an amazing fucking game. You better play it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come over and see you play it then. Man, my brother's a hardcore fucking gamer, bro.
I mean,
Respect
he
him.
picked the right industry. to get
Oh,
into.
that's literally his job now, which is amazing.
I still have yet to see him.
That's actually true.
You won't be able to tell the difference.
Starting January, you'll be able to see him.
Inshallah.
Yeah, in January when he makes that big move. then he's gonna be more available for us.
Ooh.
I can barely see him. I have to make an appointment to see my little brother.
I'm just interested on how you guys are different.
Oh, we're extremely different.
And I can't imagine.
Champsy knows.
Here's the thing.
They saw him and they're like, we don't want to be that.
Here's
Let's go
the
the other way.
They look the same.
Tone it down.
They look the same. I want to see like the more chilled out version of this,
Bro,
like how it is.
it's
I can imagine him calmer.
it's such a trip. It's such a fucking trip because you see the bald head, right? And you're expecting him
And you
to
see the-
and you're expecting him to snap, right? But then he smiles and it doesn't hurt him. You know? So it's just like you actually feel joy, you know? So for me, that's where it's weird.
What did he do to him? I felt that came from the heart. By the way,
No,
that
like
came from the heart.
I
My brother
actually
is
used
the
to see his
nicest
brother.
human,
I actually
bro.
used to see his brother.
That
when
I
he-
smiled and it doesn't hurt.
it doesn't hurt him, not me. Fuck me. You know?
It's not a question of what he did to what Adil did to him. It's what he inflicted upon Adil that made him that way.
Listen, me and Adil sharpened ourselves over the years for us to get to this point.
Nah, Adil was already sharp.
He used to be more patient, believe it or not. The reason he's less patient.
I mean, since the LASIK.
That's one part, you know.
The only thing that I
He
want,
can't see me as well anymore.
the thing that I would love to bring to the podcast, but the audience will not understand because
They already don't
no,
understand
it's because this is digital content, right? You don't know me
Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah.
But I wish I can bring my jokes to the podcast.
Oof, no.
All of this,
You know that.
All of this, y'all haven't heard him joke yet.
Like
I
this
think
is me just being nice.
Yeah.
no, but also it's similar. Like I'm sure people like I come in one time a year, and I'm sure people like think
Yeah,
they
sometimes,
know
yeah,
what
yeah.
they think.
I
we know
love
what-
that.
I don't know,
You have
I
no
love
idea.
it.
how-
Bro,
I just
love that
come
so
in,
much.
make people think that I'm something I'm not, and then it's like,
I like when people meet for the first time, then they come and send me a message.
Bro, the
Like,
amount
hey,
of
man, I saw Galag. I'm like, yeah, how is he? Not the same guy on the podcast. Like exactly.
very quiet.
He's quiet and he had an opinion. Like the best thing that someone ever told me about you is like, yo, I was trying to open up a conversation. He closed it up real quick.
it's just like real quick. No, but the amount of people who think I'm dumb.
They're
I mean,
accurate.
I'm not smart, but I'm not dumb, you know?
Listen.
It's like I'm
Here's the
saying,
thing.
you
Here's
know?
the thing. How many hours of this podcast have you guys made?
Oh my god.
Hundreds. Literally
Yeah, literally
hundreds.
hundreds.
Literally
I mean,
hundreds.
If you have so many takes that prove that point,
Well, you see, but that's the thing. You only see me within this box.
No.
You know?
No. See, the problem is not the takes. I'll tell you what the problem is. People do not understand because, like, again, like I've known him for a long time.
so you know when he says things,
The one thing about Champsy that he can be, let's say we're at court, right? And he's sitting on the stand. If he knows there's a chance for him to just like give you some fuckery, he will give you some fuckery because he knows it's fuckery. He loves with it.
there are sometimes where I see on the and I see the look on his face, and he knows it's gonna annoy the hell out of you.
Oh, he loves
and
that.
especially Turks.
That, bro. Yeah.
Him, I can feel him being frustrated, and
He
wants
hates
to-
him. That's the difference.
Exactly.
He hates
This
him.
is real.
And that's the bon voyage that we've been on, you know? It's
Like
just
sometimes people will like ask me about Champs, like, yo, like why did he sit there and like you were saying that he was this and this and this. I was like, he's not any of that, but he knows when it's joke time
Hey.
and he wants the jokes.
Yeah. No. It is.
the core essence of this is the funnies that we
You
come
know,
up
at
with.
least if people don't bring topics, they better bring jokes.
Yeah, at least.
And the thing is,
or
he
be
doesn't
ready
bring
to
neither.
take one.
Exactly.
He doesn't bring neither.
No. You're ready. You need to be ready to take one. You know.
Yeah, he got
You've
it.
been taking it. So
I got muscles and taking it. What are you talking about?
Mashallah.
You know?
I would have quit the podcast like
Yeah.
time ago.
You know what's
And by the way, this is the light shit. Like there's things that we say.
Oh, I've
you've been here. You know this.
I've been here for a couple of hours.
Yes,
before.
yes.
bro,
you've seen
bro
it.
أكثر من مرة عرفتي اللي ينتفني نتفة وأنا طالع and then I call him back 2 hours later. I'm like, Adil, like, it's like
that was out of pocket.
that was just like what did you mean? Like when you said that? Because I've been thinking about this shit.
Did you see the book that we got him as a birthday
Yep.
gift?
Yep.
Right. So
اسمع ترى هو
موجود لو تبي نص
لا
ترى.
اصبر. And I purposely didn't answer him because I knew.
Oh, شاورك بعد؟
لا.
I need to hear your opinion.
It's like, what did you think of the book I gifted Shamsi? I'm like, I want to tell him it was funny, but I kind of don't want to give him
Don't
because
feed
I
into
know
it.
why did you ask me out of the blue? By the way, we weren't having a conversation. It was out of the blue.
He's just waiting for you to say, because I got you a copy.
Let me tell you, after he left on the last episode, he looked at me. He's like, "Yo, I'm leaving this here." I was like, take your birthday gift home.
I'm like,
He's
I'm
not
whole
taking
library
this.
here.
I was like, you better take it. Then he said that. He looked at me. He's like, does this what he really thinks of me? I was like, it's a joke. Just take it as a joke. It's not real.
I was like, does he really think I'm a side? Because I've never been a side, bro. I'm just not sure what he knows.
Listen, you need to bring back that book so we can read it next
ما
time.
عليك في السيارة لا تخاف تبي تسد البيت. You think I'm gonna walk into the household
You
with
see,
Pass the Capsa special.
you see that?
You just do a whole Hada
You
chapter
see,
1.
You see
my
that
God.
reaction? Does he really think of me that way? No, I don't. But that reaction is making me so satisfied that I did it.
Yeah, you're getting your
I'm
kicks
getting
out of it.
so many kicks out of this. Because
Anyways.
you don't understand when I teased you and the group.
Don't tease me.
No,
Never
wait.
tease me.
Wait. When I teased you in the group, and hey, by the way, in the group, I texted him, your birthday present is here. I just a little bit late, and you get, oh, thank you, etc.
And I was like, gay.
No, Adil said, and I quote, "This is brotherly love." I responded.
I added the setup.
Yes, I responded to him and to get his approval. And little does he know, screenshot of the Amazon order, and just he's
Little
anticipating.
does he know.
And بالخاص. So you know that this is something.
I
That's
just
gonna-
feel bad for the delivery man who had to carry it all the way here.
I'm going to tell you what was supposed to be the other gift, but I cannot say it on the podcast.
Oh, bad then.
All right, so I'm going to wrap this up and tell you exactly what the
I don't
other
know
gift
what the
was.
other gift was supposed to be.
I know.
I don't know.
I told you what it was.
Did you? Okay.
It
start-
was the name that you had as a handle.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
We're gonna end right now, and I'll tell you all about this.
He was
Did it
silent.
Dira?
He was silent.
That's supposed to be ودير الديرة. Because that's what I remember.
Shout out to our tens and tens of listeners, tens and tens of viewers. Thank you all for being here. Our supreme leader has blessed us, and he's about to leave for another 365 days of
For
hiatus.
another future of colorful endeavors.
Appreciate you,
Bye.
Galag. Thank you for being here.
For real.
This is
Thank you
your
for
second
having
Thank you
home.
for another
We
a great
love you as
discussion as always.
And we wish you all the best. Next time you're here, it's gonna be movie time, bidnillah.
Yes, sir.
We can't wait to
Inshallah,
celebrate you all
inshallah.
over again.
Inshallah.
Allah yawfik. We appreciate everybody here. Thank you. We're out.
We out. Peace.